Team back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with another edition of TD2L, the Dota 2 League, as we watch Rem's Isekai Adventure versus GRIN Esports. I am joined here by DaamaeDaass. Dame, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing today?
Just ready for some high-intensity Dota. Hopefully it's one of those weird things where I hope we have a nice clean 2-0, but I would not complain about a 3-game series.
You gotta never complain about more games of Dota. Hopefully everything is okay on both sides, and we get a full 3 games as you stated.
Are you pretty familiar with these teams? What are you looking for here for them to open up?
Well, definitely I am not familiar with their gameplay overall consistently, but I've seen them play a few times. I'm I'm just gonna focus on GRIN Esports with their good team play. I don't know exactly what heroes they may choose. Everything changes in Dota, and that is the wonderful thing about it. So let's see what they want to do with their team play. Uh, I'm just gonna be watching to see how the heroes coalesce together.
Yeah, this both these teams have played together quite a bit. GRIN is actually probably less comfortable with each other. They got 3 guys that always play together, and then 2 of them are hit and miss playing with them. But RIA, I think all except for it's the one with the Chinese symbols for RIA. He's relatively new, the captain.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them have been playing together since the start. Hoodwink Lycan opening. Classic. He's been playing Lycan in other leagues recently. Axe, Skywrath. These are all heroes right now that have been played a lot in competitive, let alone in pubs by these players. So definitely starting off with the comfort to start the day.
Yeah, comfort zones are really good. I like the pick of Lycan because Lycan's a good pusher. So we're gonna hopefully see a lot of pushing, and definitely with Hoodwink, they'll be hiding out in the bushes, waiting for someone to try to stop Lycan. The blink on Axe is always wonderful. It's something that they're gonna have to take advantage of, and then the burst of magic from Skywrath is beautiful.
Yeah, especially comboing up with the axe call. If you get an axe call on one or two heroes, just a good positioning with the Skywrath, and that hero probably will die.
Maybe two, maybe two.
It'd be interesting to see what they pick. I know Grin has been picking Ursa for their carry, and he's a avid Ursa player. Juggernaut is decent into Axe, Gyrocopter. Slark's all right, but not the greatest of picks. He just has a lot of stuff. Phantom Assassin, Lifestealer, both all right into it. Pretty much all the carries he plays aren't great, but not bad into Axe. There's no like Drow or Sniper or something like that to just hit him from a distance. But as far as melee heroes go, he has the ones that don't really care too much about going against the Axe.
I don't think they're gonna really worry about the Axe, especially with Hoodwink. We see a call on Axe. Hoodwink can go ahead and just pin him to a tree. So we'll see how this pans out overall. If they're really well timed, and if Axe can kind of stay away from Hood and get some people catch some people off guard.
Interesting Weaver ban. I'm not the. It doesn't seem like April plays a whole lot of Weaver, and Weaver seems to be the offlane pick for RA, and they already have the axe, but maybe they know something I'm not privy to in terms of carry Weaver, or maybe even a four Weaver, because this seems that Skywrath is probably actually going to go five. So they don't have to worry about that lane combo, which isn't the strongest until level 6, but it still can deal some quite a bit of damage. But interesting to see the Weaver ban.
Yeah, it was interesting that they banned the Ricky because then Gren went ahead and picked the Hood, so now she can pretty much be very in the woods, can't see her that much. And then they went ahead and banned the monkey, which also offsets that as well. So we'll see how they're gonna deal with the Hood in the woods, in the trees. Um, and then you also see this Undying ban. I thought maybe Grin would take the Undying, and of course the Treant, but they went ahead and got rid of two wonderful supports running into the to this next pick phase.
Well, especially with the Hoodwink too, you have the Lycan off lane. There comes a point where Lycan just kind of wants to be in his own, and anybody shows up lane, he kills him, then pushes the tower. So Hoodwink's free to just roam the map. It's going to be
Yeah,
interesting the next picks to come out to deal with that kind of pressure, because Axe isn't going to really be able to do anything. Maybe get a early Vanguard and sit in lane, blink with Sky 6, but in terms of pressure, Grin definitely has the early game pressure advantage. Ursa ban, that's a good ban.
10 seconds. Radiant's up. Dyer's choice. Let's give him a second. A lot of heroes to choose from.
Dawnbreaker, interesting. Their 5 does play Dawn. I was kind of thinking, I'm like, is that going to be a core Dawn? But mid and carry Dawn don't feel that great. They already have the
mhm.
3-4 there with the Hoodwink Lycan. But it does look like their Dawnbreaker, or their 5 does play Dawnbreaker, so.
So that's good. If the five is playing a Dawnbreaker, we'll probably see a Scepter instead of her normal tank build. But maybe she will go tank and surprise everybody. But the good Scepter build on the Dawn can definitely offset Axe a little bit in regards to the health that it restores if she's able to see it on her ult.
Yeah, unless Axe calls a bunch of creeps with him, he's not going to be able to spin enough. Hopefully, RNG could be just awful, but hopefully he's not going to spin enough to be able to burst through a Dawn heal, especially with that Scepter and Holy Locket. You pretty much fully heal anybody. Coddle pick for RIA as they look for another one. I'm not sure where that Coddle's going to go. No one really has it on the recents or their top heroes.
I mostly see the coddle just being used to push the lanes as well because they want to offset the hoodwink, right? So then Lycan and Axe are going to stay in lane, and then coddle can go ahead and push the lane and help out with Axe.
And that will also help with the counter push. The RIA April special, most played hero in competitive is the Naga Siren. He loves the illusion heroes, but Naga Siren more than others.
10 seconds.
They kind of have,
5 seconds.
I mean, Hoodwink I guess is alright, but Dawn is nice into Naga. It'd be interesting. I would assume they ended up just picking the carry here and leave the mid for their overall last pick. My assumption is the Coddle is 5 just to clear waves against the Lycan. Or 4 in either way. It's just a support to just sit in Lycan's lane and try to kill.
Yeah, I can see that as being a pick as well to offset Lycan. I completely agree.
What kind of carry would you like to see come out here from GRIN Sports, assuming that they do pick the carry? You probably have to deal with a Coddle Axe in lane until the Naga moves to jungle and Coddle rotates down to that lane to push out the Lycan, but
Yeah.
Coddle Axe does not sound like a fun lane to go against, especially if you're going to be like a Slark or something. Maybe a Drow. Is Drow banned out now? So you can Drow with a nice Scepter, clear all those illusions in a matter of seconds.
Yeah. Not seeing anyone in particular. You were definitely going in a great way of saying that they may need the Jug. The Jug can help out at this point, especially with a Manta. Jug can definitely offset Naga with that. Let's see.
Also a great illusion carry. I would assume anyway that is gonna be carry. It's a great carry to pick. It's like a weird carry to pick, but if you're going into illusions, it's quite nice, and it doesn't look like anyone really plays it, so to be determined where exactly that's going.
As well, I think these picks are being utilized to throw off the team, especially throw off RI, and well, let's just say both sides. They're not really looking as if they were picking their comfortable um, heroes at the moment, but we'll see. I, honestly, I thought I would have seen a Leshreck ban earlier, very early on, considering the current meta. Everybody's seen it happen. They've seen what Leshreck can do, but it seems no one's going to use it in this match with a ban on Leshreck.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team.
Puck ban as well. Makes sense. Try to lock down the Naga. You can always song though, but the silence kind of helps it. But just more AoE damage getting blocked out of the mid lane. Interesting ban for banning Ember. I know it kind of deals with like the Lycan creeps and everything, but I feel like Ember would have been a better pick for them more so than a ban.
I guess they're saying that they're all going to pick their mid laner going into this round.
This draft feels like they're just super worried about Lycan push. Like everybody except for Skywrath deals with Lycan push. And it's kind of like, yeah, Dawn Hood. They don't really, I mean, they're just going to exist in the game. They're not going to potentially take over a game as supports, but the Pudge has the potential, and they don't really, I guess Naga does a good bit of damage to Pudge, but they definitely don't have anything for that Void Spirit unless they can get a call on him and then combo up with Sky. I'm liking...
mhm.
Who are you liking better here in this draft? I like the GRIN draft better. They have answers to Lycan, but they don't have answers to really anything else, I don't think, unless they can catch them out of it. As far as like a team fight goes, I can't see how they win fights cleanly.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with RI. I'll just be the devil's advocate at this point. I'm gonna go with RI because it seems that RI has been picking around Lycan. So I just want to see how the GRIN will combat that, and how well they combat it will define whether they're able to let Naga go into late game. Uh, Axe is going to be crucial in allowing her to go late game, and also Pangolier getting those items that he needs to just be very effective in rotating lanes and keeping Lycan at bay. But definitely, it will have to be Axe and Coddle straight up for the first 20 minutes, and then we'll see what happens at the 25-minute mark.
With how much D push RIA actually went with, do you think we see like a weird Lycan build where he like rushes the scepter and tries to give even more power boost to Pudge once he gets a couple items?
Well, definitely we're going to see a lot of rotation between Pudge and Hoodwink. So if Pudge can definitely get some good hooks in, maybe Lycan wouldn't have to do that. But yes, I agree. Overall, Lycan will have to adjust if need be.
All right, folks, we have game 1 here versus RIA versus GRIN Esports to kick off the quarterfinals of this TD2L series. And it's looking like it could be, I want to say it could be a good game, but I think if this game ends, well, obviously it has to end, but if this game ends, it's going to be a blowout either way. I think GRIN either runs over them and there's nothing they could do, or opposite, just because of how much D push they have on the side of RIA that just GRIN never gets going with the Lycan, and they can't really push and take over the map like they want to, and then eventually they just get choked out because of the Naga.
Oops, was that me?
You're definitely going to see this Coddle playing very fast, because Coddle is a very fast hero. So I want to see how they
was a mistake.
that was close, but yeah, I want to see how well they combat this Coddle early on, and see if Coddle can make its impact throughout the game, like he always does.
You think we have any kill potential in any of the lanes early on?
Only kill potential I see at the moment is our bot lane. In the regards of two very tanky individuals. Yes, they are playing against Axe and Skywrath, but again, that bot lane is going to be very vicious, safe lane for Radiant.
As we say that, Hood just getting right-clicked down by this Coddle. Burst is ready for him whenever he wants it, but Hoodwink isn't quite low enough that it would actually do anything. Sky also getting rather low. Not the regen used as much yet. They're being pretty conservative with the tangos. I feel like they kind of caught a lucky break here with how the Axe went Battle Hunger and his item build with a hook first on Pudge. I feel like they could have just ran at him very aggressively in lane and hope for some spins with counter helix, but It's a super aggressive build early on. If it doesn't go well, then you're kind of screwed in the rest of the lane stage. So.
Yeah, it looks like Lycan is gonna have to really retreat a little bit and use his tower more often to get good farm. Because as you stated earlier, Naga is really utilizing her extras, and of course you have Kato, who is just running through the hero's health in tangos.
Be interesting to see. We do have a helm queued up for the Lycan. Vanguard. Actually just a health. Ring of health now, going for the phase boots next, but very standard items so far being queued up. It would be nice as a caster and a viewer to see something crazy come out, but it looks like everybody's going to play standard. Punch does have 2 shared tangos at the same time, so one of those is going to expire, or he's not going to get the full use out of it. So that feels kind of bad.
Unless he does rush in there in the next 20
Oh,
seconds.
Coddle, top lane, Hoodwink, chasing hard with that Blightstone. Not going to be able to get it because he doesn't have the cooldowns necessary to cast another spell. Coddle almost going down there. That would have been first blood 3 minutes in. How these lineups are built, I feel like there should have been first blood already.
Yeah, but they're playing very conservative in both lanes, as you can see. As I said, Lycan is using his tower as he should to go ahead and get at least a little bit of farm. But yes, that was a wonderful play by Hood to keep Kato out of lane and make sure that she's not running down, or he's not running down the health of Lycan.
Might have kind of bit him in the butt there, though, because Kato was able to TP, get a bottle refill mid. Pango's going to be able to secure one of the water runes as well, so he's in a better shape here in the lane. Sky coming over to get some extra harass off on the water rune retrieval, and he actually snags the water rune from Void Spirit. I don't know if there was a lag issue or what, but Void Spirit was standing on top of the rune and he didn't grab it.
Wow. We also got good stacks top, so Kato was doing his job as a support, stacking their jungle. Wonder who's gonna take that.
I wonder, the illusion hero that just clears waves.
Yeah, maybe. It's gonna be very interesting to see if that Naga will leave lane and leave Lycan in lane, because if she does, you know, Lycan is gonna do what he does best. So we'll see how they deal with that.
Middle lane, these guys are getting super aggressive on each other. Just playing with the fact that neither one of them have bottle charges or water in, and Void Spirit's actually going to have to go all the way back here and heal up.
Axe is down really low. Looks like they're going to try to get another hook on him, but
Justice. And I don't play a lot of Naga, and I don't see it at my terrible tier of Dota that much. At what point does he want to leave the lane? Do you get like level 7, so you have level 4 illusions, and level like 3 you don't even level song, or what?
Usually Naga can leave the lane fairly early. At this moment, the only reason that she would leave lane is if Lycan left lane, in my opinion, because she has a wonderful farm right next to her. Of course, Hood is there, but she has a wonderful farm right here in the top jungle, and of course there she goes. She sees it, so she can be in and out of lane. She doesn't necessarily need to go to the jungle far away. So that's why I asked. I wonder who's gonna take those stacks. So if she leaves
mid lane,
Lycan will
have the Rolling Thunder coming out, misses the first hit, gets the second, but Hoodwink's coming over, so it looks like it's probably going to be the end of this. No, Pango's still going in. He can just swashbuckle down like he does. So nothing's happening. There's been a lot of close calls. Axe and Pudge in the bottom both got low. Lycan's been low, Coddle low. Whole lot of low, but not a whole lot of dying in this game so far. Ooh, a net comes out top, but no raindrop is able to get a stick off and eat up the hit from Coddle as Axe getting aggressive on the Pudge again. Eating hits from a big creep wave. This is kind of just a draw at who's going to win, but a Skywrath comes over and he is going to be able to get the first blood onto the Pudge. Finally, nearly 7 minutes into the game, Pudge was the first one going down. As we see Coddle go down after, and Void Spirit might be in some trouble as Naga nets him up. Void Spirit running low on the mana. Doesn't have anything to save him, but Hoodwink's coming over to try to help. Gets a good bushwhack off, and it looks like Void Spirit's going to be able to run away from this.
Looks like Pangalier's going to come in for the
Oh.
goes mid. Good rotation on.
Clean up, and it looks like he's going to get one more. Great rotation from Pango, cleaning up the mid and the support to boot. 3-1 now. RIA leads the kill count. Where's that Grin? I don't remember who's who. Grin's Radiance. They don't have the picture. Did they not ticket the lobby? They don't have the pictures up. Or can you not see him if you're watching live? Yeah, they have the banners, so I guess they had to have ticketed.
Yeah, they did. Grin is Radiant, as you said, and RIA is
Hoodwink getting gone on again. I didn't give enough credit where credit's due. The ensnare into the Coddle Illuminate Blast is quite a combo that I didn't really think of. I thought more of just the D push against the wolves, but you do get quite a bit of kill potential with the ensnare.
Yes, and they haven't even thrown in their axe yet. Their axe is still down lane running singular with Pudge. So obviously he's looking to get his Vanguard now that he's got his boots. So we'll see how fast he can get his Blink Dagger and be effective.
Does he finish Vanguard, or does he just go straight for either Blade Mail or Blink? I personally, at my terrible tier of Dota, I would get the Blade Mail because you're going to do a lot more damage to the Pudge who's already hurting himself than rather jumping. They don't really need the jump on anyone except for Void Spirit at this time, and you have the ensnare for that. Meanwhile, Pudge getting good bushwhack, stopping the roll for now, but he's just going to throw it out again, but he runs into a pull. Going to be able to avoid it. Rolling back, stops the dismember, and they do get the kill. It looks like Axe is potentially going to go down in return, but the DD for Pango, big culling Axe, culling Blade, whatever it is, taking out the Hoodwink, and now Void has to run around a little bit. The DD did go down and end, and that would have potentially caused a kill if the DD stayed. Lycan get in trouble top. Just a whole lot of action going on around the map as teams are starting to turn up the pressure. All short of their first items, though.
This is a wonderful pick by Lycan to go ahead and pick up the Dark Troll Summoner. So there you go. Now you're going to see Naga go ahead and leave lane as you proposed earlier, with this Lycan pushing really hard. That the Dark Troll Summoner is so vicious when Lycan can get it, and it looks like Lycan will try to maintain that hero, or not hero, but that individual for a while.
Oh, bottom triangle, Void Spirit in a little bit of trouble. Let's see if he does. So he goes down to the Skywrath, actually. Only 1 point in the W, and that's all he needed. Rolling Thunder is used. Let's see if he can catch anyone. Looks like he won't, so he might just try to get out of this, but gets the swashbuckle down as Axe is trying to take the Ancient Stacks with no Vanguard, so they do quite a bit of damage. Looks like he's going for the Blade Mail, or the Blink first. Naga trying to farm his stacks in the jungle, but Lycan scouts it out with the wolves, and he's going to take one of them. Naga was able to get the first one. Radiant's looking to be more aggressive again down in the bottom triangle.
Dyer's middle tower has taken one hell of a
So at the moment, the push is taking precedence over the kills, and they're definitely lining up a lot of separate ganks coming soon. So let's see what happens.
Where's I didn't realize how bad of a start Void Spirit had in this game. His Hoodwink's getting gone on, and they're looking for a counter initiate maybe. But Void Spirit has nothing. He's at 3,500, we'll just call it, net worth. Only a Phase Boots wand to speak of with that bottle, so he can't really do anything on the map in terms of aggression. He really needs that item. Meanwhile, Pango almost has the defusal finished. Axe getting a call out bottom onto the Pudge. Skywrath rotating over. Does have his ult available if they can slow him down enough. Meanwhile, Caudle goes down to the Void Spirit in the mid lane. And yeah, Pudge is a thick boy. He does have the Vanguard. Hoodwink goes down. Sky does throw out the ultimate on the Pudge, and they're going to be able to bring him down. And Pango goes down in the middle. Is a 2 for 2 trade because Pudge and Hood.
As that was all going on, of course, you have your friend Lycan just pushing mid tower.
It's trouble. You want Naga or Coddle to do something about the Lycan, but if Coddle dies, then Lycan has almost free reign. You have the Naga, but then Void Spirit's hanging around the Lycan, which usually you wouldn't want 2 cores in the same lane this early, fighting around a tower. But if Naga steps up, then Void Spirit just clears illusions, and Lycan can push the tower at will. Almost the Helm of the Overlord. 800 away for the Lycan. And then he can get that dragon, and then Naga illusions aren't even going to be able to output or de-push the Lycan.
Yeah, not only is that an issue, the Howl is an issue with the illusions for Naga, right? Is that he's going to reduce their damage, and they're going to just be ineffective against his what do they call him? His horde or his pack.
Wolf pack, yes.
Yeah.
They get a kill on Hoodwink in the trees. They're going to be able to push a bottom tower, get at least one tower out of the way. Try to regain some of that map control, but at the same time, you don't really gain map control from this because Radiant doesn't want to really sit in their jungle at all. Maybe Pudge, but they want to do what they're doing and sit in the dire jungle while Lycan just hits towers.
Yeah, hitting towers is way more effective, and it does ring in the other team's ear, if you would say, because obviously they're going to be telling you that your tower is being hit, and it kind of throws off your team play.
Meanwhile, Yule's coming out for Void Spirit, still looking for that first item as we see a roll coming out. Lycan has to cast the ult to get away, but he gets caught by the axe into the Skywrath ultimate. He's going to get axed down. They get the kill. Scott was able to fall to the Lycan creeps. So Lycan did get something out of it at least, but you definitely don't want to die there. He did have Dawn ult up, but figured with the Sky ultimate and Axe being right on top of him, there was no saving from that.
Yeah, so Naga's going to go back to farming, and like I said before, Axe is going to need that Blink Dagger to kind of catch heroes off guard, trap them in a call, and then, of course, as they did Sky. But as you stated earlier, he's going to need that Blink, or not the Blink, but he's going to need the Blade Mail. So definitely that was his next item.
Lycan gonna have the Overlord helm completed here shortly. Diffusal is up on Pango, looking for the shard next. Hoodwink going for a Yule, nope, Force Staff it looks like. In top lane, Void Spirit finding the Naga, or is it the Naga finding the Void Spirit as he actually absolutely just shredding him with the illusions, but Dawnbreaker comes in, so does the Pudge, and they're able to get the kill onto Naga. Looked like Naga was going to get a relatively free kill onto the Void Spirit. Void Spirit playing on his hand a little too close, but the team was able to rotate over and save the day.
It was a wonderful save by both Pang and Fudge. Smoke out.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile.
No Dawn ult. Lycan ult will be up shortly, or should be. Yep, just soon. Void Spirit doesn't really have the resources to take a fight here, but with Lycan ult, I think they can just run down players, and they are going to. They pop the ultimate. Rolling Thunder is going to be popped, but the Bushwhack comes in and stops it in time. Blade Mail Axe coming out. Lycan's going to go down. Void Spirit jumping around in the back line. Going to go for the Axe now, and Axe falls. Moosey's still looking for some damage with his creeps as the Coddle bursts down the Void Spirit. Skywrath is going to be the next to fall. Just a massacre in the mid lane. 3-for-2 trade. But it is two core. Well, it's two cores on both sides. So, not really sure who wins that, technically speaking. GRIN did come out ahead there, dropping the net worth to a 2K lead. Now back up to 3 already.
Middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
Looks like Naga's doing a very good job. She's got her Manta, so she can definitely farm without being there, and she can also aid in the aid in the fights. So we'll see how far she takes it.
Once a Naga gets this Orchid, well, actually no, I was gonna say Void Spirit just dies, but he has the Yules for defense, so you can probably kill the Lycan until the BKB comes out, and then the supports, but other than that, you aren't really gonna get a kill out of this. I'd almost want to see like a stupid old school Radiance build or something just to help deal with all the damage coming out as Axe jumps in on the Lycan, and he's just gonna get eviscerated in the Radiant Triangle. And it looks like Naga might run into the Dawnbreaker here and get a kill herself, but just gonna farm up the creeps instead. Gotta farm up that dragon, because dragon's gonna take the tower.
Yeah.
Oh, such a fun item, being able to get an ancient for you. Dawn comes in as well, doing some damage on the illusions, but now he's gonna have to run and snare. Already used, gonna be able to TP out. Dawn does have the ult if there's a fight going on. He can't be there. As it looks like Axe is looking for the jump. Gonna be able to get it. Dawn is coming in. And I don't know who's winning this fight, but the Rolling Thunder comes out. The hook lands on the Coddle. He's getting gone on now. Void Spirit silenced up. He is gonna go down. The Coddle goes down as well. And now who's gonna win the rest of the fight? Dawn goes down. Pango kind of tanky with that shield crash, but not as tanky as Pudge. Axe back in with the call. Gonna be able to do enough damage with the Diffusal Pango. Rada Atos coming up. Lycan joining the fight, popping the ultimate, and he's just gonna go after the Sky, being able to pick him off, and it looks like Pango is gonna be the next one to go. Axe tries jumping in to save, but not in time, and Lycan is again on the chase. Oh man, that's not even fair to get a bullwhip on Lycan. Oh, Hoodwink back in the fight, gets the Bushwhack on, but they're just gonna have to back off. Lycan's ultimate is down. Call coming out on the Hoodwink, and it looks like Hoodwink potentially is going to go down here. Lycan doing what he can to body block. Hoodwink trying to evade all the damage, and he is going to go down to the Battle Hunger. Started off not having first blood for 7 minutes, but we are starting to pick up the kills. 5K net worth lead now for RIA. 20 minutes into the game, 18-12 is your kill score. Scepter finish on Pudge. I didn't even see that. That explains why he was able to do so much damage there. Unless he just got it. Then forget I said that.
Yeah, I think it was something that just got in. Mishook. But they're going to go ahead and try to go on him anyways.
And just Void flexing his Yules, saying I can catch you if I want. Naga has the Orchid complete, looking like wanting the Heart next. Then probably going to finish off in the Bloodstone, but just wants to get a little tanky. Just be even more of a nuisance in these fights with the illusions just not dying anymore.
Axe is getting a little hungry. Both smokes top.
Follow. They're looking for the Naga. Not sure where Dire's going to move. They're kind of waiting for someone to appear on the map, and no one's really showing, so... Gonna check for Roche. Nothing there. Now they're gonna go back to the mid tower, hoping somebody shows up on the lane. The old double smoke. Nothing comes of it either way, but teams are in position still for a fight to happen. It's a matter of who gets the initiation.
Right. As you saw, with the smoke, there was a lot of vision, and we're not paying attention to this. Dire vision here. This dire vision is showing them everything.
Oh, showing the power of the axe combo with the Skywrath, and now more to come with the ensnare into the Pango roll. It looks like Hoodwink's going to go down shortly, and does. 3-0 wipe just off of a big blink initiation that I actually missed. They died before I even had time to click the camera over. Showing the burst damage coming out from the Dire. Axe trying to get something, or Pudge trying to get something going, trying to hook someone in for a cheeky kill, but I don't even know if you get anything. If you hook someone in, you have a lot of damage waiting for you.
Yeah, they've shown you that a hook is not going to do as much damage as they thought it would early on, especially if you have all of these illusions coming out from Naga. You could probably give away your position.
BKB finished on the axe. Lycan is going for the Assault Cuirass. I know it is the build to go Assault Cuirass, but I feel like BKB is just so big this game. You don't want to get bursted down with all that magic damage if you're ever in a fight. Granted, he's been just picking off Sky in the fight and running around the back line, but still. Axe jumping in, and BKB isn't going to save him even if he had it there. He gets destroyed. So much damage, burst damage coming out on the side of the Radiant, or a Dire.
What's really making a difference that I see right now for the Dire?
Oh, Coddle died. Oh, Dawnbreaker able to get out there. The Coddle goes down. They're going to turn back in onto this Pudge, though. All the tank in the world isn't going to save him from what's coming, and he goes down. They might look for the Void next, as Pango's still rolling around in the back line, finding the Hood. Going to just swashbuckle him down, and now looking again. Axe jumping in with the call, and they're going to be able to kill this Void Spirit. That is 4 dead technically, as Lycan just respawns. And they might look for Roche here. They don't seem too anxious for the Roche, but Naga and Pango, I feel like, could just kill Roche in a matter of seconds.
Naga has finished her Heart of Taras. What I'm seeing here is that you see with as much vision as Dire has, Axe is able to take that and work really well with jumps.
Yeah, we'll see how they play now as their wards do expire. They just have the one defensive Roche ward here. We'll see if they get aggressive with a smoke, trying to get some more offensive vision, or if they just really play around the Roche here.
As always, it seems that Kata was doing his job. Job is to definitely upset, but also to set up the ganks for Axe.
I tell you what, they got the mid tower as the second tower, mid tier 1. I'm talking about GRIN here. They got that at what, 12 minutes maybe? And then they got the bottom tower shortly after that. We were 25 minutes in, and they haven't really done any extra damage to any other tower. The tier 2 was pretty low for a while now, as you're seeing the amount of D push that they went against this Lycan. And Naga getting gone on, but the Heart, Rolling Thunder coming out, getting thrown about with the Blink Dagger, and they're going to kill Void Spirit. It looks like Lycan's going to fall very shortly after. Hoodwink might be next. Pango's still rolling around, doing all the damage she can. Dawnbreaker goes down. And do they look for more, or do they just settle down, get a tower, and maybe get Roche? As Pango says, screw it, I'm going in. Just enough mana to be able to swashbuckle away. Pudge still just chilling bottom. Team already dead. He can't TP and help in any way. So it looks like Dyer's gonna go for Roche as Axe continues to just push out, doing 2 jobs at once here, getting Roche and pressuring the tower.
Looks like we're going to look at a very interesting build from Pango. It is normal, but at the same time, it's very interesting for this lineup. It looks like he's going to go Scepter with a Blink Dagger. So as they take Roche at the moment, that's going to be very interesting to look at, or to see in the late game.
It just maximizes the burst damage even more. You get a roll and shield crash in on something that's caught out by Axe, and you're gonna destroy it. Plus you have all the defusal procs coming out all around you. Just a hassle, and they're kind of getting ran down now. I said it was going to be a dominating game, I think, as Axe misses the call. Void Spirit caught out with the Yulesing himself up in safety, and he's going to go down. I said it was going to be a dominating game, and it started off not looking that way with how slow it is, but 21k net worth lead at 28 minutes, and it's looking like RIA is in complete control of this game, and no turning back. Naga looking for the Scotty next. Just continue being the tankiest person in the game virtually, all while dishing out massive amounts of damage. And they just shred these racks.
Yes, they have the most incredible, or the most prominent and incredible push at the moment, pushing Lycan all the way back into his cave. He can't really get out and do what he wants to do. But then again, like I said before, Kato was doing a very good job of making sure that they can see, they have vision, and setting up the ganks. As you can see, here's another one.
Jumping in, not able to really get a catch out, but Pudge, BKB, Pop, Fleshy, but all the damage isn't really doing anything. Naga's still just half health, hasn't even used Song yet, or the Aegis. Aegis is going to go down as they're looking for some return kills. Kato going down to the Lycan in the background, but Pango doing what he can. Skywrath chipping out the damage. Still lots of damage. This is a long fight. Naga Siren still has not used the Song, holding on to it as long as she possibly can. Kato's still the only one to go down. Lycan down. It looks like Pudge is going to be the next hero to fall as Lycan buys back. No ultimate coming out from the Lycan. Battle Hunger is able to finish off the Pudge. So Lycan buys back just for a Howl virtually with no ultimate. Not much else he can provide in the fight, and Naga full health again thanks to this heart regen. Aegis was used, but you kind of saw there that Naga Pudge might be close to beating, but Naga is the tankiest one in this game. Just so much armor, so much health, and all the focus in the world. They weren't taking it down.
What I saw was that while all that fighting was going on and Naga being so tanky, she did not give up her chance to push, and she did so very lucratively.
Yeah, crazy, all that chaos going on, and then they still just like are hitting racks. Good. That's either very good micro ability by this Naga or very bad, where it's just click on it and then forget that the illusions even exist.
Yeah. Some of us have been there who play Naga.
I'm still a scrub with illusion heroes that uses if they spawn, they become part of my party right away, so I control them. I don't have different hotkeys set up. There's a reason I don't play illusion heroes.
I love illusion heroes. PL, Manta, Naga. Whoever needs more, I'm that type of person.
Meanwhile, I just played a Drow game last night where I had a Manta, and I think I only pressed it twice. Well, Pango gets caught out. Probably going to go down here. Yeah, that's Pango gets caught before he can get a shield crash off. It is quite a squishy hero, but meanwhile, they are just shredding bottom tower, and Dawnbreaker is going to be in some trouble. Bloodthorn coming out, and bye-bye Dawnbreaker. So 1-for-1 trade plus a tier 2, maintaining. Still hasn't hit that 30k net worth lead mark. But RIA remains in control.
So I was looking at the fact that it was probably done on purpose to sacrifice Pango for this beautiful push bot.
Axe gets the jump as I'm taking a drink. I thought there wasn't going to be any action. Pudge is in now. BKB pop, Fleshy pop, just trying to do all the damage he can. Coddle bursting out and providing some heals. Skyrath locking down. Pudge looks like he's going to be the next one to fall. Bloodthorn might finish him off, but it is the Sky, and they're looking for more. 2 cores dead, looking for a possible opening for a jump with the axe. Can he find it? Getting hit, so he cannot blink at the moment. Dismember in, but Bloodthorn just absolutely shreds this Pudge.
back.
And that might be game. It's 35k net worth lead. Your Pudge is dead for 80 seconds, and they call GG. 32 minutes after not having a kill for the first 7, and yeah, shows that Naga is indeed good against Lycan in lane, to the point where the pressure came eventually, but not before Naga already had some farm and then was able to take over the rest of the map, as Coddle was able to hold off the Lycan push.
Yeah, we're not saying anything about that wonderful Skyrath and Coddle play. That was a beautiful Skyrath and Coddle play. Skyrath was playing in the back, doing what he does best, and Void Spirit just couldn't get off his back heels.
Well, yeah, it was like, so Void Spirit got shut down so much that, I mean, even now as the game ended, he has a Yules and a Sange. Like, 8k net worth on the mid hero feels pretty bad. Only 100 last hits. And then, meanwhile, Skyrath. Sky did die only 3 times. Well, I guess they don't have that many deaths, but Coddle and Sky 8 times. If I look, I'm guessing Lycan killed them most of the time. Yeah, Lycan had 4 kills on those 2, which was like, good Lycan's getting the kill. But then at the same time, it doesn't really matter because they also got all their buttons pressed at least once, so they did plenty of damage before they died.
Yeah, everybody played their position very well. It's just that RIA, they just played a very all-around good team game. They left their supports to do what supports do best, right? And that is to make sure they have vision, make sure that they set up the ganks, and they did that very well. And when you're good at setting up ganks and you have an axe, you pretty much are telling the other team, do what you want to, but we'll find you.
That is right. We will take a quick break as we wait for the lobby to get posted up. And we'll be back for the game 2. RIA leads 1-0 in this best of 3 quarterfinal series. All right, we are back with game 2 draft of this Eminence, RIA Eminence, whatever they go by now, versus GRIN Esports. Game 2, RIA was able to take game 1 with a anti-Lycan Naga team that eventually, starting out like 25 minutes, just completely ran them over. So we see the same first bands, Tuscalina, probably going to be a tree. So we'll see if the gameplay drastically changes or RA continues to just snowball from game 1.
Very surprising that they went ahead with their normal bans. I would have expected them to go ahead and try to ban out that axe because with the vision, it seems that they are very good with finding their calls. It seems to be the normal bans.
Yeah, Zor was like he was hitting like playing around the map and around team fights massively around that blink timing whenever it'd go on cooldown or avoiding damage so he could blink, and he seemed to always be at like max range with it, getting those calls. And we do see the exact same 4 bans, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just see RIA as the first pick now, but I was going to say if they have a second pick, I wouldn't be surprised if we just see like a Sky Axe picked again. Both are the most like comfort heroes for the 2 players, so why not?
I wouldn't doubt that either. Just to make sure that they're running their tandem that they can do.
There's the Sky.
There he is.
So do you almost
running their tandem and being comfortable, as you said.
It doesn't seem like they play Axe over on the side of GRIN Esports, but it's almost like, damn, do we pick Axe?
Right. If you're at this level, you
interesting. Conka Marana. That is a great combo. I don't know. I would assume that's it's gonna be Marana for the 5 does play Marana too, so actually to be determined. It's more of a 4 though. And then as far as the Kunkka goes, I'm not sure where the Kunkka will be going.
Yeah, I always see Conca mid. He has a wonderful way of controlling mid and rotating. He's a very fast hero. Probably doesn't have one of the best foot speeds, but he does speed up very quickly and early to do a lot of rotating and making it back to lane. If not, use a TP. But yeah, I would see him mid, if not anywhere. I don't understand at this point uh, what they're thinking about. Axe. That's
Don't have to worry about the Axe, I guess.
Hmm.
Well, they probably still do, but that is... I would assume that's going to be a 5 ABBA. Or no, their Sky is the 5, that's right.
yeah.
Is that a core ABBA then? ABBA feels weird as a 4. I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's just my thought, but it feels kind of weird as a 4 because, like, you don't really need, like, farm priority or anything on it, so...
Same bands.
The Weaver makes sense this time, because before the Weaver didn't make sense because their Weaver player is the Axe player, so that one kind of didn't make sense to me at all. But now, not knowing where this ABBA is going, the Weaver makes more sense, because if it's not Axe, it's a Weaver that you really have to worry about from Zor.
5 seconds.
Excuse me.
It's very interesting how they are not afraid of Axe. That's what's interesting to me, considering the fact of his lockdown with Sky and the opening of Axe is the blink. Seems they have a list of bans for this team, and they just go ahead and use it.
We'll see what this next ban is, but yeah, it does look that way. Because what they banned last time, it was Weaver.
All right, Dyer gets to ban.
Pango's a new ban because they did play it.
Seconds.
I don't see it on his profile really, but so like I love Primal Beast, and Primal Beast is also an amazing combo with Sky. So if they ban out, can we see a Primal Beast with some high level players? That'd be awesome.
That will be a very good tanky second match.
All right, Dyer's turn.
Silencers.
Okay. Very strong pick-off team so far. Not the greatest of decent team fighters, but very strong pick-off so far.
10 seconds.
Laning is pretty strong to an extent. Depends where that Kunkka silencer is going. I would assume like 5 silencer mid Kunkka, but
Silencer's pick is probably to keep Kato off the map, stating that both him and Sky will be suspended for some time. But we'll see what RI does.
does
Dyer's turn.
a Photic shield get rid of X before it like goes? Like when it's on you, does it go to X?
Not sure what it does. Like in theory, it shouldn't, but we'll have to see what they do, and if it does, then will it be updated? I don't I don't know, but the shield has always remained, as far as I know.
Speaking of update, is this going to be the last TD2L on the current patch? Are we going to see a patch this week before the major, or are they going to wait until after the major? Valve has showed they don't care about Division 2, so if Division 2 is currently going on, I don't think they care about a patch coming out.
No, I think we won't. Oh, there's your favorite hero.
Do love me some Drow.
Dyer gets to ban.
There's your favorite pick for GRIN. We discussed that off air. But a patch is a very interesting is very interesting thing, because what I've noticed over the years that I've been playing Dota is most patches are immediately after immediately after a major event. So we'll see, maybe, but I think it'll come after the majors do their thing and show off their flair for this patch.
We also didn't get one after TI, though.
5 seconds.
I mean, we did, but it wasn't like a massive patch. Yeah. Like, they didn't even change the map. There hasn't been like a massive patch for like 2 years.
Yeah, just some shuffling here and there, but everything is still the same. I still think the outposts are really a weird addition. I know that they do something, but I don't see them ever being game changer. I think they need to, at least if you're asking me, I think they need to make another game changer, like drying outside again, something of that nature. I mean, if you remember in the past. So
Let's bring back the shrines.
10 seconds.
well, looks like they're not gonna get their last pick. See what they do. It's a ban on Axe and a ban on Ember.
the confidence they have. Well, I guess it's 23 picks, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna say the confidence they have in Zor to give him last pick, but it's 23 picks, so
10 seconds.
because that will be a mid DK. Do they do something crazy with an offlane ABBA? Maybe. I can't imagine they do, but
Let's give them a second. A lot of heroes to choose from.
They're pretty tanky. I mean, they have a lot of damage coming from afar on RIA. That silence for GRIN is going to be very. It's not going to work as well as they thought it would. But
we're starting in 5 seconds.
You're going to get a lot of ganks, as you said earlier, with the Mirana.
Radiant's up.
Oh no. Oh no. Slaughter's one of those scepter heroes. You don't want to let him get the scepter, but sometimes you can't stop it.
Isn't it bad into Ursa though? I'm not that familiar with that lane.
5 seconds.
Depending on how he sets up his Slardar attack, yes. But you're right, Mirana can get him there without any setup, and Slardar can go down. I'm pretty sure he's going to play Zorai is going to play Slaughter similar to Axe, right? So he's gonna have a blink, he's gonna have some blade mail, he's gonna have a scepter this time, he's gonna have so he has stun. Let's just see whether Sky and Ab can give them the same vision as they had last match, and if that's the case, then Slaughter can do his worst.
Ah, they came back after all. All right, I owe you $5.
Sky Slaughter does seem like a dangerous lane. Unless they put the ABBA there, because ABBA doesn't really help Drow that much. Drow's not going to get hit. DP last pick, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like Ab is gonna play that fourth position. And as you were stating earlier, Shield is gonna really aid in Drow and Sky's escape if in the event Mirana gets a gank on him. So it's gonna be very interesting how they remain together as a team as they did prior. They have a lot of damage going to be dealt on GRIN side, so
plenty of time to tell an announcer you love them if that's what's in your heart.
a lot of damage.
Forgetting what happened game 1, just looking at these drafts, who are you liking more? I'll let you pick first this time because I abruptly picked my choice and you played devil's advocate.
So this match looks really on the side of GRIN Esports if I was to just negate last match, but I can't negate last match, and I have to understand how these teams are playing. I can see a blink dagger on Ursa, but I can also see, as I said, Zoray playing Slaughter like Axe, so I'm going with RIA again.
Yeah, I'm not one for devil's advocate, so I'm going to agree with you on this one. Chose GRIN last time, assuming that their draft was better, and I think their draft is worse. Not like worse, but like I think RIA's got the better draft by a hair, but I'm also an idiot, so who knows? Sky has a dope Sky set, so.
And why is bro still carrying a candy from Halloween?
You know, Valentine's Day, there's a lot of candy going around. Just got his days confused. Saw the candy, got excited.
It kept it for 4 months.
Candy doesn't expire, right? We can eat it however long. Sky, no items, just a sentry ward. Want a bottle? Nope, null tally. Uh-oh. Oh, Sky used his W already. It just lost vision. Shame. Shame. That actually probably would have potentially been a kill. Not gonna lie.
Here comes Sky's items.
30 seconds to showtime, folks. Let's see those game faces. Not you. You just don't make any faces.
Skipping out on regen. No tangos.
Obviously, Mirana's set up to go ahead and hit the arrow if need be.
Rem's got to be careful. He's gonna take a lot of damage here. I don't think he goes down, but if you want to throw out an arrow or just go for the leap. Oh,
there we go.
Oh, what? Where did mid lane, huh?
Big mid.
So the kill that would have happened earlier if Sky didn't miss the W happened a little later. Probably even better so, because he already had the charges set up on the stun, so he's ready to go with one. Oh, you gotta be careful, Silencer, buddy. No. Oh, the slow wore off just enough. He's fine. That actually worked out great now, because Slaughter missed 2 creeps.
It's going to be a very interesting lineup mid with the DK and the DP. Obviously, sooner or later, DP's going to have to leave that lane because DK is way too tanky.
I said Abba doesn't really do anything for Drow, but it doesn't matter if Abba's just going to shield himself and run at him like a madman. This game is a lot more aggressive.
I think that's the only way you play Ab, right?
It's like, oh, Slardar? A lot of Fury stacks built up. Silencer throwing out a little curse action. There's been more damage done this game in the first 2 minutes than there was like the first 5 minutes. Like everybody's low on health. And there was a kill.
The first minute.
Who, DP should win this lane, right? Like, DK usually wins quite a bit of the lane. It's just because of how tanky he is, has the stun to secure last hits and whatnot, but DP should just pretty easily win this lane.
Oh,
top lane. Oh, caught it just in time. They set it up. No X, just a torrent arrow. And the torrent didn't even actually do anything. Died before the torrent went off. So Abba just getting a little too aggressive there. Wasn't first blood though, so maybe he was just give me full health, I'll come back.
Yeah, what's gonna happen, as you were discussing, what's gonna happen mid is that ultimately if he gets raindrops mid, he can probably take this from DP.
Zor
doesn't,
in some trouble again. Zor going down. Sky just getting hit now with Silencer having that extra int, but not enough tankiness. Silencer has to be careful. Kunkka getting aggressed on. Just so much action, so much aggression coming out of this game. That game just went too slow for him last time. Everybody's like, all right, let's make some stuff happen early. DP and Slaughter are the only ones with health, and that's just because Slaughter just died. Look at this Abba's positioning. He's literally just not letting them approach the lane. I'm gonna let him approach a little bit. Now I'm gonna hit him, back him off. This is great.
Sky is already rotating.
Gotta get that 4-minute water in. Especially as DK not having a good time, really. 15, I guess it's 15-4 to 14-4. So it's for how low of HP he seems to always be at. This is going a lot better. That's a double Wraithbane Death Prophet. That's why he actually just doesn't take physical damage. As every lane is getting aggressive now. I missed the DK. The Drow goes down as well, and I chose bottom lane to watch, and that's the lane that's going to die last. As Skye goes down, looking for a kill. Does get the kill on Ursa. See if anything else can happen between the duel of the Silencer and Slardar. Slardar looking for that last slithering crush. He's going to be able to get it, but he's not pressing his buttons. He's not pressing his buttons. He gets the kill, but he does go down as well. Chooses not to use the mango and ends up dying. I think he could have got the kill and got out of there, but regardless, gets the kill, gets the XP, so.
Yeah, so it looks like GRIN is trying to get an early lead and hold this match, so they're not outmatched, because they definitely don't have a hero like a Lycan, so they have to take a larger initiative, I should say.
EXO was popped mid. A lot of pressure coming out. They do have the catapult as well. He's not really hitting the tower. He's choosing to hit Jed instead, and it might work out for him here. Cryptic Swarm comes in and does enough damage. Gets the kill, but he might be in some trouble. Exorcism will be ending shortly to give him up some health. Skye realizes that and not even going to try. So Tower's in safe play middle. Looking for the X arrow top. Just misses. Like, I don't know if they kill Drow there if they land that arrow, but he definitely eats a lot of damage.
Seems to be a natural progression.
There it is. I saw Skyrath getting low and I couldn't find him on the map. Instead of just clicking on the hero, I was clicking around. Meanwhile, top lane getting aggressed on again. Torrent's going to come out and he's going to be able to save the Mirana, but Mirana turns and attacks. That might have been the death of him here. He does have a leap. He's able to get away before the Aphotic Shield pops. Slardar sitting really low in the bottom lane. This is just such an aggressive game. 8-3 at 6.5 minutes. At this point in last game, we didn't even have a kill yet. Top lane getting aggressive again. Abba gonna run him down. They're gonna be able to get a kill. No, the leap away. They might look for a turn here now. X, Torrent, Arrow. It doesn't matter. Aphotic Shield was up. Abba's gonna be fine. Gets another one up, so he's gonna be fine, but no deaths coming out of the lane. As of now, we'll see if they get greedy again and step up without healing. Slardar level 6, making it a little more difficult for the Ursa. DP pushing Jed back hard in the mid lane again. 30-9, 23. Drow clearly having the best lane of everybody. 41-16 to 17-1. Just an insane laning stage for this Drow. Even dying Drow did still has a 1k net worth lead on the offlane content.
Looks like there's gonna be a rotation.
Ultimate popped. Silencer dead. Ursa just gonna run the hell away. Has his ult to use. Meanwhile, Abba in the top lane goes down. Looks like they used the X-Torrent combo with the arrow, and that was enough damage because Abba wasn't healing for whatever reason. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Exo not used. Gonna hold the Exo for probably top lane next. Still gonna be able to get that tower though, as DK is sitting trying to pressure the bottom tower. Well, they're back. Ursa going in. Silencer slowing him down enough. DK is going to go down. Slardar looking for a return kill. But even if he gets a return kill here, Ursa is probably going to finish him off. The sprint is lasting just long enough. Ursa, with the poor pathing through the trees, not able to get the Earthshock. So does get a return kill and out of there on the Slardar. Meanwhile, aggression on the top lane. The Gus saved him from the X combo. And it looks like he is going to be able to run away on the Drow Ranger, just hitting as he does it. Level 6 now, so doing quite a bit. And Ursa goes down to Zor solo. I don't see how that should ever happen.
Yeah, I was gonna watch that to see how effectively Slardar is working this lane with this Ursa. Ursa will probably leave and let Slardar have this. If not, Slardar can definitely use his ult and keep up with that. As well as I see that Slardar went ahead and got the raindrop instead of DK, who could have used it mid lane more than Slardar, but again,
run away. DP ult was used on that top tier 1, and now he's gonna sit, probably try to find the drow. Has phase boots, gonna try to annoy the drow. Won't be able to kill more than likely, but just annoy the drow and be a presence up in the drow's face. Mid lane support's going at it. So far, it's 10-6, 10 minutes into the game, 1K net worth lead for GRIN Esports, but Kunkka looks like he might be going down. The X saves him, the ghost ship lands, stick used, and he's going to run away from the Ursa. So no kill onto the Kunkka for now. But Sky is back bottom, still not level 6 though, so the kill on Ursa isn't really that doable. But the kill on Sky is. Not enough damage coming out. Slardar looking for an aggressive play. Had the bash ready to go. Gets the stun. That's going to be a dead silencer. Can they look for more? They're just going to push to the lane instead. Try to get some of these towers back even. As the net worth still just hovering even on the game. 10-7 GRIN leads the kills. Slardar is the top of the net worth.
yes, I can't believe that they went ahead and left Drow in lane. I mean, obviously they took the tower, so they're going to try to rotate. This is something that you cannot do, is you cannot allow Drow to maintain.
Yeah, especially once Drow hits 6, like he's 3-1-3 for the build, is level 6, so these neutral creep camps don't really stand a chance. He's going to shred through them relatively quickly and be able to accelerate his farm. GRIN's playing around the Drow, but isn't really pressuring them. They even see the Drow, they're kind of just letting them farm.
Yes, that was my ultimate concern.
Captain Brian with the follow, thank you. The GRIN Esports captain. Oh, what? DK popped the ultimate for the mid tower and just dies. I didn't even see his health bar drop and just got eradicated. Abba, not level 6, gonna be the next one to fall as a Starfall, and Crypt Swarm just absolutely obliterates his health. Silencer might be in some trouble. Might be in some trouble. Yep, he did. It's one of those things, like, it feels bad to keep the Arc Anchors going by casting, but at the same time, it doesn't matter, as we see an Exo actually in the Roche pit. Exo Ursa, they're going to take the Roche sub 13 minutes here. Roche looking for a revenge kill. Oh, that would have been great. And they give the Aegis to Death Prophet. First Aegis doesn't really matter this early in the game. Ursa's going to want to farm up those Battle Fury still, so.
And it looks like Silencer TP'd into the wrong pit.
Yep. Even if Abba's not there to get rid of the silence, I'm pretty sure Silencer just dies. Slaughter so quick, hits so hard.
So it looks like they're going to just allow Slaughter to go ahead and farm bot, which is not a good idea. He's going for BKB soon, but he definitely got his hand of Midas. So
yeah, it doesn't look like he's needs that blink. It would be nice to combo up, but I guess he does the fastest moving hero by far, so you can just run at people. Looks like they're going to here. DK, no blink on DK either, and everybody's just going to get away. They had vision of this. They're going to scout out that vision finally.
Gonna go down.
Drow Ranger, how we doing? Dragonlance, almost the shard. Shard will be ready for at the 15 minutes. Slaughter kills Silencer again. Feels so bad to be Silencer this game. Just Slaughter's food. Oh, Marana able to get away, but he doesn't even care that he's getting stunned up with Ghost Ship. He's just going to keep smacking away. DP in the backline going in on the Abba. Drow's here as well. They might look for a return kill here. Skyras in. Everybody's kind of just sitting back. They're playing this fight carefully. Waiting for someone to step out and they die. Either team, it doesn't really matter who steps out. Someone's going to die. Everybody gets back safely.
It's because DP was there.
That Aegis, though. The threat of the Aegis. Oh, Slaughter has blink.
I was going to say something, but so much was happening since he got the blink that I didn't want to interrupt it.
It wasn't in his quick buy, so I assumed he was skipping. Nope, it was because he actually had it bought already. He goes right in on DP. DP's going to have to Spirit Siphon here. The silence comes out. They're going to be able to disengage from that. Avoid the arrows. No exorcism used. Still has Yules and Spirit Siphon. They're back in. DK with the blink now. They do take the Aegis, and the team is rotating over. Ursa won't be here, but the rest of the team is. It is a 4-on-4 battle as the carries farm elsewhere. Exorcism pop. DK is going to be the first one to go down here, not counting the Aegis. They Yules up the Abba. It's looking like he's going to be next. Slaughter comes back in, though. They're going to be able to burst down the Death Prophet as Abba goes down. It is technically a 2-for-2 trade, but it is only the one hero going down for GRIN Esports, but Aegis was claimed. Taken? I don't... Aegis is claimed from Roche. What is it? What's it called when they die with it? Arrow! Drow's dead. Drow gets caught out with an arrow, and everybody rotates back over. Drow goes down. That hurts a lot. That fight was fine there, because Drow and Ursa both farming. Ideally, Ursa's not farming, but it was fine until Drow dies there. Somehow they still have a lead because of how much Slaughter is ahead on the net worth, but it's not looking good for RIA. DK is very poor, kind of like the Void Spirit was last game, and Drow definitely isn't having the game that she did on Naga.
Now the Philosopher's Stone is in Slaughter's hand. He also has the hand of Midas. So I'll see how he utilizes that, if he does, in fact, utilize it.
Already got rid of it.
Oh, well.
Unless it's on the courier coming to him again. Nope, Skyrath has it. Probably the right call. Skyrath get the Yules or Rod, whatever, Force Staff. Just any of the items mentioned just now by me would be perfectly fine. Slaughter almost to the BKB.
I mean, anything, any item for the BKB build for Slaughter is perfect.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Yeah, Zor's gonna carry this game. He blinks in on Silencer, and he's hitting the wrong things here. He was hitting the creeps instead of Silencer. Silencer might have gone down if he just hits him, but gonna have to run away now. Luckily, he's able to get out. But they're rotating over. Can he get the TP off? He does.
Weren't expecting the TP, it seems.
It feels kind of bad. You have double blink on your team on two, like, naturally tanky heroes, but your Drow is pretty far behind. It's starting to catch up to the DP, but Ursa, with that Battle Fury, is starting to run away on farm. Going for the halberd next on DP, trying to stop that Drow and Slaughter from hitting. Hurricane Pike finished on Drow, looking for the Shadow Blade next, going for the defensive build, just doesn't want to be seen, sitting in the back lines. Bottom tower going down. Slaughter has to be careful here, setting it up, gets the arrow blocked from the creeps, but they're still continuing onwards. They get the Ghost Ship X, and it's looking like he's probably going to go down. The silence is used, not necessary though, but DP looking for more, in on the Drow, gets gusted back. And now they're chasing. Sentries drop for that Marana Moonlight Shadow, which isn't in effect anymore. And Drow steps up too far, is going to get caught out. Aphotic Shield not enough to save her. Borrow Time proc, and it's looking like they're just going to chase down afterwards. Potentially killing, but DK, blink it in, getting the kill on Death Prophet. Sky turning on the Marana. Sky lives. Abba is going to be in some trouble though as Ursa shows up to this fight. They're still just juking around into the trees, trying to dodge the fight. X comes out. Nothing coming with it. Tidal Wave misses. Ursa's sitting in the tree. Kind of a crazy fight. There's no real net worth gain from it. And but plenty of heroes die. Drow stepping up way too far. And Slaughter catches up to the Silencer. Silencer's going to be going down here in a matter of seconds. DD bottom. Halberd finished. BKB almost finished on the Slaughter. BKB almost finished on the Ursa. So we're seeing a lot of big items coming up. Guardian Greaves coming out on the Kunkka, it looks like. Roche is going to respawn in 45 seconds, so we'll have the Shard on Ursa. It's looking real good for GRIN's Esports. Up 18-14, 21 minutes into the game. Even net worth, though. But it is a Battle Fury Ursa slowly extending his lead. And Slaughter and DK are kind of coming to a standstill in terms of their net worth gain.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how well this Drow is going to play in the last few minutes, because that could possibly be the difference. Because her damage will be focused on Ursa, and Ursa will be focused on Slaughter.
Smoke coming out. Blink, BKB, finish on Ursa now. They're going to be able to catch and kill pretty much anyone. He goes right in on the DK. The X comes out, misses the arrow, but it doesn't matter. DK is still going to go down. Slaughter jumping in pretty aggressively. He doesn't have the BK, or he does have the BKB. Not going to pop it yet. Silence use. They're just going to get away. They see Silencer bottoms. So you know Silencer's not here, but Silencer TP'd into the mid lane. And it looks like they're just going to go straight for Roche. They're going to see this because Slaughter, whatever it's called, Corrosive Haze on the DP. So they see this happening, but they can't really do anything about it. Might try to steal something with Slaughter running in. Chooses to kill the Silencer instead. They are going to take Aegis, and Abba's going to be in some trouble now. Borrowed Time is procced. And Slaughter in as well. BKB, Drow hitting in the backline. They're going to be able to shred the DP. DP able to get the Yules off in time. Aegis is going to go down. DP trying to stay alive with the Spirit Siphon. Slaughter goes down. Spirit Siphon still healing up the DP. Ursa back in onto the Drow. Drow goes down. And there just isn't enough focus and damage onto the Drow. Finally there is. But at what cost is DK is going to get taken down by the Ursa. And it's looking like Sky might be next. I see an X out on Abba. No borrowed time, so he will actually be the next to fall. And Skywrath is able to get out of there. Just, you're seeing the damage. They're doing the damage, but there isn't enough focus on targets. DP should have died a lot sooner, even before the Aegis was taken. And they just weren't able to do it. Spirit Siphon's healing all the way up. You had the mech on Kunkka. And they're not looking good. 5K net worth lead now.
A lot of heals going on both sides, but on the side of Radiant GRIN, there's a lot of healing going on, as well as stuns that you don't naturally see. But like I said before, we're gonna have to see how well Drow plays It's Ursa.
Drow does have the shard, so we'll be able to do quite a bit of damage to DP as long as she isn't the one getting sucked in right at. This DK is feeling really bad, though. Hasn't been able to get anything going as the X comes out. Abba actually goes down immediately. Kunkka able to live for now, and now the DK is getting ran at by this Ursa, and DK is going to go down. Drow showing him herself. Scary thought, but they're going to be able to get away for now. Ursa popping the over. Oh, quick Yules coming out, but that is an Aegis Ursa. No, I forgot Aegis was taken down. Just a strong Ursa. Doesn't need the second life. It's just a big, thick bear. Uh-oh. Getting aggressive, Muzi is. Ursa back in. Gonna take care of the Skywrath, and they're looking for more. Mid tower getting pushed by the Exorcism, and Drow had to run away bottom to try to get some farm on the map. Dire looking for an aggressive play here. I'm not sure why, though. BT is already popped into this fight. They're going to have to try to get out. Lifted up on Slaughter thanks to the Yules, and he's going to get ran at. Slaughter is going to get shredded. DK and Drow in on the back line, though, trying to do what they can. Able to force staff himself down. DK doing the damage into the back line onto the Kunkka. Looking like he's going to pay for his life as there's no Slaughter to jump back in. Able to take out the Silencer on his way out, though. I think the big thing is Ursa is massively gaining net worth, but as long as Drow doesn't die in these fights, it's not all bad for RIA. And as I say that, maybe might be able to get out, force themselves to the high ground, but Ursa blinks on top of it, ready for the Hurricane Pike play. And yeah, Arms is just gonna keep looking for more, potentially. Oh, he's just gonna say I got what I came for and get out. And now GRIN looking real in charge of this game. I should have played Devil's Advocate. Up 9k, 30 to 18 is the kills. And RIA is on their back heels here. They keep taking these fights when they shouldn't. They're behind against an Ursa. Global silence used. Here comes the DP. Here comes the Ursa looking for the jump. DP in. Slaughter has to pop the BKB. Yules DK is hit with the arrow in the backline. Slaughter is still running instead of just getting out. Trying to kill the silencer to no avail. And yeah. Slaughter goes down with nothing to come from return. You can see LGTK drawing out. Hey, we need to take care of these waves so we can get something with all this damage we're putting out.
Right. I think ultimately what we're seeing here is we're seeing DP getting ahead and then obviously protecting the Ursa.
Oh, psych. Caster Curse strikes again. Ursa gets shredded by the Skywrath ult. Ghost ship coming down here, just trying to do what it can to keep them at bay. Caster Curse strikes hard. 2k net worth dropping from the team. DK blink it in, just gonna get a tower and try to finish up his BKB. How do you feel knowing that death on Ursa is solely on you for cursing him?
Once they were able to do so effectively without being removed from the match for touching Ursa, we can see that that will sway the momentum a lot.
Well, it's funny, you said DP in charge of protecting Ursa, and DP was not around, and they absolutely just eradicated him.
Yeah. He's not that He's not that hard to kill, as I said before. It's just he's very hard to touch, right? So we have to make sure that RI takes that into consideration.
Smoke play coming out, maybe looking for a Moonlight Shadow on top of it. Getting the vision down for now. Trying to not squander this lead as it is down all the way down to 6K. Abba's not quite the one you want to jump, but DK can be. Slaughter gets caught out. Global is popped. BKB is popped as well. He's going to be able to run away. Okay, so that's one big ult down that they do not have to worry about on the start of RIA. You still have EXO. You still have all of Ursa and Kunkka. Meanwhile, Drow farming bottom.
Let's take a look at the kill, death, and assist. As you can see, the 2 or 3, I should say, of RIA are lacking in kills this match, and that's a very important thing to have, especially for Drow.
Yeah, only 2 kills between 2 of the core. Slaughter doing all the heavy lifting. Definitely not where you want to be. Looked like Silver Edge might have just been completed. For the Drow, it's on the way anyway. I thought I saw Chrysalis being bought. And Recipe, I'm not for sure though. Where's the courier? That is the Silver Edge complete on Drow. That will help quite a bit on damage as Silencer's found out and just gets shredded to the blink initiation that we saw with Axe. Now with the DK comboing up, and the fight is happening. Bot back on Silencer. Still no global silence, but EXO is popped and the fight is happening. Ursa able to shred the DK, and everybody's just trying to run away from the Death Prophet. Abba able to TP out, and it looks like the fight is over, but they're going to be chasing as much as they can. That is a thing. DK is naturally tanky and pretty thick in terms of tankiness, but it doesn't really matter when you have an Ursa hitting you.
Looks like RI, knowing that they're down to GRIN, it's trying to play a very conservative game, and it looks like they've been here before, but I'm also going to say that GRIN has been here before.
EXO down, looking for maybe an aggressive play. Silencer able to live for now. Not going to be enough damage from that. Going to bounce it back. Ursa jumping in on the back line of the Zor. Slaughter getting caught out. They might look for an aggressive play. DK is back up. No global, no EXO. Oh, global's back up. Never mind. Still no EXO. No ghost ship for now. 1 second, it's back up, but we're going to look for at least one pickoff. Doesn't really matter who it is, but they get the kill on Mirana. Any kills really is what they need. Doesn't really matter who it is. If you can get a core, that's fine, but any kill. And they get the vision up. Abba playing aggressively up. Ursa looking for the blink on someone here. They're going to play safe again, knowing that they're on the hill, looking for that high ground jump.
What's beautiful is that the AB has a gem of true sight, leading the
DP in global silence pop. BKB on DK used before the global silence, so he's going to be in some trouble. Ursa going to be hitting him. As we see everybody else kind of running away here, DK is going to go down. As the other side of the fight, we have the DP getting shredded by 4 on RIA. Is GRIN going to look for more? It looks like they are, as Ursa blinks in, gets Yuled up immediately. Ultimate was used. Sky going to go down, and they're just going to kite out the rest of it and try to run away. Ursa's still looking for more, and it looks like Drow's just going to turn. The bash comes out. BKB is used, though, and Zor is in some trouble now. Not going to get X back thanks to the BKB, but still has to look out for the blink Ursa, and Ursa does get the kill. I think REM either forgot about the BKB or thought he used it, because that would have been a free kill on Ursa if he didn't have the BKB.
Yeah, most definitely.
Roche just came up. Scepter on Roche. Who gets the scepter?
I would believe that Silencer would get the scepter.
I'm gonna say yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna say Kunkka. That Torrent Storm is pretty gnarly. Silencer, I would believe if he was even remotely close to 25, because you get the mute then too, but AoE last word isn't that great with BKBs available.
So what's very damaging right now is they allowed Ursa, like you said before, to get really ahead, but he also has a Satanic. And that on Ursa is far too deadly.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they kill Ursa. They have the Aegis on him to be extra safe, but it's going to be really tough to kill as he's just running down this ABBA. Yule's popped. Yule's setting the ABBA up as well. 4-step away. A lot of spells, a lot of items being used just to save the ABBA. It is big. 14k net worth lead. 35 minutes into the game. 35 to 22 is your kill count. GRIN in the lead.
We can't let them see us.
Dire's top tower is really taking a beating.
So we look at the buybacks. DP, Mirana, Drow, Sky, and ABBA. Slar and DK, no buybacks as their team is the one getting pressured. Drow getting spotted, but able to silver edge away. Skin's gonna miss. Alright, gonna get aggressive here or just plant some wards and get out? Looks like they're just gonna plant wards and get out, or at least they should. You should be running right now.
There goes that Abyssal on Ursa. Looks like they're gonna catch him out.
Global Silence used. They are going to be able to shred the Kunkka, actually. There's a lot of damage coming out. Guardian Greaves used. Ghost Ship wasn't, so he was able to get tanked down as Ursa jumps in on the DK. DK's got to avoid the arrow. He walks right back into it, though. Silence coming out on DP. DK goes down. Zor's in. BKB used. They're going to try to fight this out. Ursa still have the Aegis, just getting kited out by this Drow so far. Spirit Siphon's coming back in, healing all the way. Ursa blinks in. Yule's up on the ABBA. Borrow time. REM in some trouble here. Or is he? He is, as Ursa jumps in, gets the bash. Ursa is going to go down. That is the Aegis down. Drow, no buyback. Bought out an item right before dying. And Ursa's back, killing Zor. And this is not looking good. This could potentially be game. No Drow or Slardar for a minute. I don't know. No Exo, so they don't really do that much ability damage. You're going to lose probably 2 sets of racks here, though.
Dire's middle barracks are taking a beating out there.
What did Drow buy out to the point she doesn't have buyback? Oh, BKB. That's probably a worthwhile buy.
Yeah, more than half our heroes don't have buyback at the moment, so...
Yeah, everybody's buying back. Buying out. They saw that RIA as Skywrath gets jumped again and Yules comes out. They saw RIA not buying back, so they know they don't have the buyback, or else they would have. So they say, okay, well, we can just buy out our items. It's Ursa getting gone on. Just a fight happening without the 2 strongest cores on RIA. Now GRIN gonna do his job and just hold him back, let Ursa hit the towers, and they're gonna get the tower and get out here. So RA able to save for now anyway. ABBA gonna have to pop BT. Ursa might be looking for a jump, but all the heroes are coming back. The arrow lands. 4-staff coming. ABBA able to get away. Torrent Storm was used as well, and they blink in onto the DP. Global Silence used. BKB popped on the Dragon Knight. Excuse me. Got a burp coming. Oh. Slardar still has the BKB to use, so does Drow. RIA being very patient being down. As I say that, they make a smoke play to try to get some kills.
Still have the Gem of True Sight.
DP showing bottom. You see the torrent, see the tide. Slaughter going to be able to catch him. Good preemptive halberd here to stop for now. BKB popped, and they're going to have to turn onto this DP and focus him down with the Spirit Siphons. Doesn't matter. He's getting all the Spirit Siphons off. Fears are being used. Shiva's coming out. Where is the Ursa? The Ursa's coming in now onto the DK, but DK is used up. All the damage coming out on Zor from DP. DK goes down to the Ursa. Cheese still not even used on DP as GRIN is looking pretty good fighting around this fight very cautiously. REM sitting invis, just running around. You need to get out of there though, buddy, because Sky is going to go down. Drow takes off to the west for brighter futures and maybe a gold rush.
Well, what's very disheartening at this point for RIA is that Death Prophet has not used the cheese, and they're doing really well at keeping their health pretty high, especially with the Conka having the mechanism and also having the Satanic, and of course DP with her ult is just too much. And at this point, I guess I was wrong.
That's what I get for agreeing with you. It was just me. I picked GRIN last time. They got dumpstered almost, pretty much. Then we see a shellacking here, to quote Suns fan. Not quite a Gaben level shellacking, but it is a shellacking nonetheless. And they're just toying with their food now before they end. Saying, you don't want to call it? Fine, we'll kill you some more before we end it. That's fine.
Hey, check it out. I think the Dyer's Angel's coming down.
Yeah, that drought did not get started at all.
Nope.
Easy.
GRIN Esports takes a convincing game 2 win there. And
Shellacking.
And yeah, we're gonna have game 3 coming up here shortly after we check out the graphs, get in the lobby, all that jazz. And esports. Two. Swarm, trying to get the old production value up. So game 3 will be coming up shortly. They're probably going to get that lobby going right away. Check a lobby. I don't see it. So no lobby yet. We'll check out the draft from, or the graphs here. In the meantime, you see it was pretty well even. The win probability, the only thing changing until about 27 minutes or so. And then it was all in the favor of GRIN Esports. If we look at that time, Ursa was well ahead. DP took over the lead from Slaudar, and Drow was still staying with it, but then at that point, Drow just really started being the only one farming for Eminence, but it wasn't enough. Drow never really got going. 2-7, DK 3-14. Slaughter the only one getting kills for in terms of the cores, and it was showing problematic that DK and Drow didn't get started.
I think what was really problematic and what will always be problematic is the fact that you need to be able to scale properly, right? And in this match, Drow didn't scale for damage, and Drow needs to not depend so much on her abilities as much as she needs to make sure that she's getting something like a crystallis, something that can actually make them stop in their tracks, you know. But if she's just using her abilities, then obviously a BKB is something that will stop her in that attempt. So she needs to change it up. Get something heavy in her repertoire. Make sure that she's hitting with the max that she possibly can, especially if she gets that much farm, and to definitely aid Slardar in the attack. But this did not happen.
Yeah, the last fight they took, it looked like they were going to have enough damage onto the DP, except for DP was able to get a quad Spirit Siphon off and just go from quarter health to full health, and then have EXO and Shiva's doing all the damage. So I don't know if it was just positioning wise or if DP playing that good, able to get those Spirit Siphons off. You just weren't killing the DP when they should have.
He was very effective early on, right? As you were stating during the match and after the match about DK, she was very effective early on. And as I said, if DK would have switched to, it's easier said than done, right? If he would have switched to a raindrop, he would have definitely been able to take on much more magical damage at the beginning, and maybe could have caused DK to move out of lane, or at least to stay in lane longer. But once she took that tower, she was off to the races.
With that, we will take a slight break before game 3 takes off. We do have a game 3 as the series is tied 1-1 in this quarterfinal match at TD2L. We will be right back.
Everybody, don't forget to stand up and stretch.
All right, we are back with the Game 3 draft. No real break in between these games as they just wanted to get ready to go into the Game 3, trying to keep the tournament on schedule. I think all the other games are pretty much, or all the other series are pretty much done. It might just be this one. So we see similar brands. Marana comes out instead of the Tusk band, so we might see the Tusk first picked here. And we do. They
As
ban out
predicted.
Marana and instead of Tusk, and they pick it up themselves. Tusk, highly contested hero at pretty much all levels of Dota. Doesn't really look. They have their mid player does played 4 games of Tusk at the competitive level, 0% win rate. Their 5 has played it 3 times, 0% win rate, and their 4 has played it 5 times with a 40% win rate. So, not the greatest success with Tusk as a hero on their team, but I'm sure they can make it work.
It's like GRIN is going to try to make it work in their favor here, picking this Rubric. I love this character, especially if you're a very versatile player. Rubric is a very powerful ally. And with that being said, he's also a very frustrating adversary.
Weaver, there's the Weaver that they haven't banned, or that they banned second phase every time. They're just going to pick it now. There's the other Zor special besides Axe. So decided not to go Axe game 1. Or did they ban it second phase? Or game 2, I mean.
Game
So
2, they banned it again.
So Weaver's been banned out both games phase 2. They're not going to give him that option here. They're going to pick the Weaver. Undyne and Rubik coming out for the support duo of GRIN.
GRIN support duo is absolutely incredible. I love these two. I love the way that they work together, and of course, Undyne can work by himself.
Seconds. 5 seconds.
Faceless Void, Bloodseeker, good picks into the Weaver. So just protecting that Weaver pick.
Dyer gets the ban.
So I said before that they were having their picks ultimately on a sheet of paper. It looks like they're deviating from their paper picks after that last match, and they're trying to focus on maybe something that they've seen anchoring that the other team has done to anchor wins.
10 seconds.
It'd be interested in what the picks are. The bans seem kind of just they're picking some. I mean, Coddle was a threat. Game 1, obviously, but Clock is a comfort hero. Don't really know where this Tusk is going yet. It can be flexed in multiple positions, so Clock's a comfort hero for their 4. Can cause problems in lane with Weaver.
Radiant's up. Ten seconds. 5 seconds.
Nagamand. Are we going to see a Lycan picked up then?
I think the only two consistent bands we see here is Morphling and Ricky, Lena and Trent. So Lycan pick would be really good for a push, right? To offset the Weaver, maybe.
Really strong combo. Oh, they don't have the Tusk. I was gonna say really strong combo with Tusk, but Tusk is on the other team. Magnus, interesting.
When picking Magnus, you definitely have to pick a character that is uh, need a farm, right? And so when you pick a Magnus, the next characters should be individuals who will definitely need to come online early on to probably offset this push from Weaver. So we're gonna definitely need to see uh, Grin's magnificent picks coming these last two. I mean, I think the bans aren't gonna really make a difference.
Unless we see a Core Undying and a 5 Magnus.
That would be a obvious gamble.
Silencer.
So now it's flipped, right? Last match, Grin had Silencer. Now they flip it on him.
Yep.
Maybe we'll be able to see the prediction you predicted earlier with the Jug. That would be very interesting for Grin going into with the Magnus.
My game is spazzing out.
Oh, Dota for you is?
Yeah. It was like the screen went black like 4 times and kicked me out of the game. Back in though.
Oh no.
What do we see?
5 seconds. Radiant's turn to pick.
Very comfort hero coming out here. Zeus, I think is like his most played competitive. Yeah, most played competitive hero. So far in TD2L, he's played it 3 times in the last 3 weeks. So not successful though. 1 of 2, or 1 and 2. Tiny coming out.
10 seconds.
Carry Tiny, mid Tiny. Looks like the mid player would be the Tiny player. So Offlane's played it too. Huh. I don't know. I would like to see a 5 Magnus and like a mid Tiny Core Undying.
10 seconds.
I think that'd be fun, but could be mid Magnus, offlane Tiny.
I'm saying an offlane Tiny for killer purposes. Magnus could go mid. I would love to see Magnus utilize his empower to aid Tiny and aid whatever carry they have next. I love seeing Undying and Rubric really work well together, especially because Rubric can, levitate enemies, bring them back into the tomb. So that's going to be a very interesting lineup.
10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell
You
him
pointed at the Zeus. Zeus has wonderful magic damage over time, but that can always and is always offset by a BKB. So
Radiant gets the ban.
Slark banned out. So we're missing Presumably the carry for both teams, and judging by the bans, they feel the same way.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a PL, but that's not me looking at the stats. That's not me seeing seeing how they play them. But PL for GRIN would be horrendous at the moment, uh, considering the fact that he's so elusive.
Yeah, Eminence RIA, they really like the illusion heroes themselves, but into a Magnus Tiny, that doesn't feel that great.
Yeah, that's why it's a good pickup for GRIN at this moment.
Yeah, they would have a hard time dealing with illusions.
10 seconds, just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry. 5 seconds.
Still a good bit of flexibility for GRIN too. You don't like being, I mean, I'm sure they know where they're going with it, but if something happens here on this last pick, they have options to move people around still. Wife joined the squad. Thank you, wife. Spectre. Kind of illusion hero.
Can be an illusion.
Gonna have a hard time. Like, the pickoffs are gonna happen on Rubik. Maybe Undying you can get a pickoff.
10 seconds.
But Tiny and Magnus definitely aren't gonna be easy pickoffs.
No.
5 seconds remaining.
What's it gonna be?
I'm Cave Johnson. Welcome to Cave Johnson
Templar
EA.
Get out of your nose and let's get this over with.
TA is a very interesting last pick for mid. Definitely considering she is not as incredible as she used to be, but she is still very feisty.
It's a carry TA, I think, ain't it? Rojo Fire Flu is their mid, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, because Arms was Ursa.
10 seconds.
So that's actually a carry TA against a Weaver
5 seconds.
Tusk.
4, 3, you get it.
Interesting TA pick in general. Is it that good this game?
I'm not sure how, as I said before, I'm not sure how they're going to utilize the TA. I know that there's going to be a lot of blinking going on with her overall, but like I said before, she's not really, she's a feisty one, but she's not as feisty as she used to be with her Deso. But maybe Arms has something else up his sleeve regarding her build, and how effective she's going to be used is something that their team has to focus on, right?
Maybe it's like that when it first came out, we saw it all the time, the Scepter build just being all over the map trying to catch the Spectre. Get like a Scepter Bloodthorn or something, try to catch the Spectre out.
Hopefully the Spectre is part of the game, because I really don't see him, or her, sorry. I don't really see her doing much against any of these heroes.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Who wins this game? Cosmetically, looks like Radiant's probably got the upper hand. Silencer doesn't have anything. Zeus and Spectre are pretty cool. Weaver's alright. Actually, Dire might have the cosmetics.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Dire's got the cosmetics. So, who wins with Dire? Because this is a 1-1 series. I need to switch my thing. This is a 1-1 series.
1-1 series going into the third game.
Dyer has the cosmetic battle this time.
I think I'm gonna go with my pick. I think I'll go with RIA and not
Heads up, 30 seconds.
switch up on them this match. I want to see what they're gonna do, but definitely GRIN has a great lineup.
And I've been wrong both games, so I'm not even gonna pick. Because I don't want to curse someone. RIA was one of the first teams I ever casted in TD2L, and I know people from GRIN Esports. So I don't want to curse anyone. And Captain Brian still might be in the chat, so he might yell at me. So neutral party here, but my co-caster DaamaeDaass to decide. We'll see if he is correct on the win. Christmas tree is no longer bugged, so that's cool. I don't know if it's been fixed for a while. I don't see the Christmas tree too often anymore. Yeah. Just watching Arms sit invis in the lane waiting for Weaver. Which lane is the lane to watch here? I think bottom lane probably. There's kill potential in pretty much every lane. If Tiny gets a little too reckless with his HP, top lane's got kill potential from the heroes being strong. So does bottom. So there isn't really one lane I want to single out, but is there one that you're keeping your eye on more closely than the others?
I think I'm really going to focus on top lane because Undying is in bot lane, right? And Undying is pretty much pretty similar to Abaddon, right? He can just kind of push forward. Everybody's going to be afraid of his tomb. So top lane is where it's at with this Rubric working his potential as a support as well as keeping, as we can see, keeping Silencer out of lane.
Meanwhile, Spectre getting gone on. Still has the dagger, so he's able to free path his way through Muzi. Not able to body block, but quite low on the regen. And he's still getting hit down. One more Fade Bolt might do the trick. Not in range, though. He's looking for it. Ah, you coward. Got it. Yeah. He's looking for it still. They're going for the silencer instead. And they are going to be able to get the silencer. That is the second kill of the game. Meanwhile, the Weaver goes down in the bottom lane. To the TA Undying. Tusk trying to do what he can, but not able to dish out enough damage. So the kill potential just from the heroes talked about. Both lanes getting a kill. Only one of them was a core death, so.
They definitely didn't try to get a core kill up top because obviously Silencer is a better support hero, so they went ahead and just took him out first.
I feel like they could have got the spec if they're aggressive on him, but you never know how the Arcane Curse is going to play. Dagger might come out and run away, so Silencer's the easier kill for sure. Meanwhile, Zeus in the mid lane being pretty passive, doesn't want to risk getting thrown back into the tower. 2 points into the lightning. Bottom lane, they might get aggressive here on Arms. The bugs come out, and they are indeed going to get aggressive. Tombstone is dropped, and they might be able to turn this pretty well. A massive decay doing the work. They are going to be able to take out the TA, but the Tusk falls, and Zor might be next to the zombies. He has to turn to get the zombies off him. He's gonna be fine. Water runes being split in the meantime. Middle. Top, a little bit of harass coming out from both sides. Looks like they might get a little aggressive here on the silencer. The lift, not in position, but they're still... No. The skewer just short. Doesn't get the damage. That would have been enough to kill the silencer. Now silencer's going to salve up. Does get it canceled by the Rubik. Arcane Curse back in. Now it's just people trading right hit, right clicks here. Damage coming out again, and Rem might be the one in trouble. Wand's being used. Meanwhile, Arms goes down again in the bottom lane as this battle is happening up top. And Yanbura steps up, gonna get the kill onto the Rubik. Spectre might pay for it, though. The skewer misses. So trades coming out. Top lane, bottom lane, still being the death lanes here as mid kind of sitting full health, both sides.
Very interesting that we do not see Empower out for Magnus quite yet. I thought maybe that would be something he would do early on.
I think they want to just try to burst anytime someone steps up too far as they're going in bottom again with the tag team, the Bugs. Undying is a pretty tanky boy, but is he going to be able to be tanky enough? Snowball coming out, zombies building up, and Tusk is going to be the one in trouble here. Another decay coming out, zombies putting in the work, and Arms is going to be the one to get the last hit. Oh, Zor. Finding Conqueror. They're having a nice little fight here. No decay ready, and Zor's just going to calm down. See a rotation mid from the Rubik, securing the rune. Oh. Okay, Rubik grabs it. Thought he might let Zeus pick it. And Zeus stepped up a little too far, going to get the Avatos combo, and he's going to go down. That's a big aggressive play there from the Zeus, stepping up on the rune into a Rubik who can lift and throw into the Tiny.
Look out for falling rocks.
They do hurt.
Very interesting bottom lane for them to pull out and allow Weaver to go ahead and farm. I would believe that your support should stay in lane or grant you healing so you can stay in lane. Sniper's gonna go down with a good. Sniper's gonna go down with a good skewer. That was a wonderful skewer.
Set up with the lift, I'm assuming.
Yes, pushed into tower.
That is the fear. If that tower gets in, pretty much either one of them can just die if you get skewered back into it. Blade Mail coming out. The 6 mango Blade Mail spec build. You just want to sit in lane and be thick. Oh, Undying. Popping the Flesh Golem. Snowball coming out. The Bugs do stick. And the shards trap in. But is it the shards trapping in Arms or the other way around as the Weaver has to pop the time lapse, looking to get a kill here? Rubik TP's in. They can't get the catch yet. They do now, and Zor goes down as well. Oh, God. Woo.
Don't die on us.
I was fighting back that cough that entire time. Whew. Eyes are watered. Oh, my Lord. Oh. Muzi has the arcane boots completed. Probably going to go for the blink next.
TA isn't doing that well this match. I don't know what she's lined up to do, but she needs way more gold to do it. Let's see how well she farms.
She is third on net worth right now, and she's going to be able to farm the fastest out of anyone in the game. Or not net worth, but well, she's second in net worth actually. Those kills that she's been getting has really turned it around for her because she wasn't doing the greatest, but getting a kill and then being able to kill neutral camps, she's turning her game around. That is kind of the threat of TA too. You give her any kind of space and she's just going to clear everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'd like to see her do.
They're positioning for this Undying bottom. Tombstone is available. You got decays. No heal yet, but it's still a tough kill. I think they need to be looking for the TA more than sitting around bottom looking for Undying.
Would assume that they think that the TA is going to come in and save the Undying, but again, Undying likes to die, right? So.
Yep, and they're going to go in. He does get the Tombstone off before the snowball hits. Gets a decay off, so he's going to go down, but now they have to deal with the Tombstone as Tiny comes in. They're going to get a return kill onto nothing yet. The silencer goes down, and Tiny will as well. That is a double, or Tusk will as well. That is a double kill. So just being able to get the Undying Tombstone off is enough before going down to really help out the team. Spec procced his Blade Mail on that neutral camp. I didn't think Blade Mail worked on neutrals. Like the passive does, but not the active. Either way, he's going to go down here. He doesn't have the Blade Mail to save him. RP is used, skewer, and everything. Able to get away, but Jed gets the kill. I think Spec might have gotten there in time for the assist, but he is right back into the arms of Tiny. Pops a Blade Mail for now, and Tiny's just going to run at him a little bit. Has plenty of mana with the stick and the bottle to use if he can see him, but he cannot. Now he might be in some trouble. Weaver's going to run at him here. Bugs used. He's looking for a return kill. Does get it on Spec. Able to get the avalanche off with the toss just in range. Zor's going to get the kill, but I think you'll take that if you're Tiny. You were going to be dead either way. Oh. Snowball save in on the Rubik, trying to do the damage that he can. Doesn't have the mana for Walrus Punch though, and now Arms is here. Just a massive meld hit. Meld is such a strong ability, my lord.
Very strong, my goodness gracious.
Weaver going for the Spirit Vessel build. So GRIN Esports 16-8, 12 minutes in, 2K net worth lead, and TA is farming with that Dragonlance halfway to Deso. Looking pretty good so far for them. They're making a lot better map movements, it seems. They're playing well. They're returning and responding to stuff on the map more so than being aggressive, but they're still getting their aggressive kills when they can. And it's working out. RP is used again. Skewer into the rest of the team. They're going to toss them up. They're just going to eat the Blade Mail hits. It doesn't matter when everybody's doing it. Spec goes down. REM not having a good time. We saw game one just took over with the Naga, and since then hasn't really been able to do much in the next two games. And they're just going to get a quick rush. There's no Deso, but they have enough with Meld and the Blightstone that they'll be able to do enough damage to this rush this early on in the day. And meanwhile, Tiny gets a kill on Zeus with that blink. So,
what's very fascinating.
Golly.
Yeah, so what's very fascinating about this Roshan kill is that if you can see, Vision wins wars, right? And that's what they have.
They're getting aggressive on Tiny. He's just man-fighting now. The Tombstone pops. It's going to be the death of Tusk. The Spirit Vessel is out, and it looks like it's not going to be enough. It's going to be real close. Nope, not enough to kill the Tiny. They're looking for more. I don't know how Tiny lived that. Maybe his last raindrop or something, but lived the Zeus hit. Didn't live that, though. So Tiny finally goes down. Spec farming bottom with the Blade Mails. Blade Mail. Remind me who you picked. Who did you curse this game? Because if I remember right, you picked RA. Yep.
I'm staying consistent.
14 minutes in, 20-9, 4K net worth lead. Not looking good.
Not looking good at all. Definitely on Prince's team, their team play is really good and it's really meshed. But another thing that we have to focus on is the consistency in their items. No matter which hero they pick, they make sure they have the items that make them feel comfortable as a team.
Ooh, RP down on the Weaver bottom. They're getting aggressive onto... Oh, no, the skewer might have saved him there. Pushes the skewer away. Tiny wasn't able to get an extra last hit. Gets the time lapse off. Now Muzi in trouble. Zeus coming in. Rubik might be the next one to die. A lot of damage coming out. Stole the time lapse, though. He's going to jump right back into the team, so he's still probably going to die. Look at them fast boys running. Oh, my God. He's so fast. What a steal of time lapse into Shikuchi.
It was a race.
Face his fuck, boy. Tiny looking for a little cheeky pick off here with the blink. Finds the Zeus. Zeus does have raindrops, though. Oh no, I'm lagging. Disconnect.
If anybody hasn't said anything about that, the jump is very wonderful for Zeus these days. Very effective.
I'm guessing he got away. I disconnected right before they went on him.
Has away. Right now, RI is pushing really hard on top of but it looks like if they don't survive, Sniper's gonna go, or Silencer's gonna go down. They're pushing back. They took out Zeus while he tried to escape. That was harsh.
So
it's like at the moment
jumped in the same the second time.
That was wonderful. Weaver took out Kubrick just by touching him.
Uh-oh, Zor might be in some trouble here. As I'm back in the game just in time to see. Oh, Tiny guesses wrong with the blink. But TA is still farming away. Top of the net worth, extending the lead. Deso complete, looking for the blink next. Shard as well.
And still has the Aegis.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why she's not jumping into anything. She should be first one in.
Yeah, that first Aegis is just a farming Aegis. Look at all these creeps she's about to take.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.
So I again was going to say that Vision wins wars, and as you can see, the Vision up top for the jungle has been up there. For a long time, they haven't been able to take that down. They went ahead and removed the two sentries down here in Radiance jungle, but again, they need to continue to continuously put up sentries, because that will help with Tiny seeing for GRIN, right?
See ya. Echo Saber in on Tiny. Doesn't even matter if you got raindrops. You're still going to die to that. They're going to look for more here, too. Magnus looking for a big RP on someone. Probably on Zor. Rubik goes down. Nice, easy D ward. And, yeah. GRIN Esports really taking control. Even more so of this game. 6K net worth lead. Now 24-13, 18 minutes in the game. And they're pushing their second tier 2. Tombstone even committed for this tier 2. And they're gonna get the Tiny the Tusks, throw him back with the Tiny Snowball. Good blink. Oh my god. Oh, just out of range of the trap, but not out of range of the Fade Bolt. TA still running in deep. Tiny blinks back in. Zor able to get the Shikuchi off, just out of range of the Rubik. Muzi looking for something here. He knows Zor is around, but misses with the skewer. And I think they're fine with this, just putting pressure, meanwhile getting a tower.
Now reflecting and looking back at the picks, I see that what they want to do is that they want to get TA effective and online really early, and they did so. very quickly. It's only 19 minutes, so TA is doing a lot of damage to heroes that are 3 levels behind them.
And they're also doing a lot of damage to TA. Where has this damage been? They just absolutely shred TA and the 2 support heroes. And it seems like they just didn't have damage because of the way these fights have been going. But they destroyed in a matter of seconds both supports and TA. Just going right through that refraction, whatever it is.
I think that was a huge mistake on TA's part, possibly thinking that she still had the Aegis.
Zor, RP, they're gonna be able to take down Zor. Good RP, good blink, a lot of blink initiation coming out here. They are able to find out Zor, probably the toughest hero to catch. Maybe Tusk, but the teams are going to be mad at you for caster cursing them all the time. Just talk about TA getting off to a good start and immediately dying.
Yeah, always, right? Sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut, but that's not our job as commentators, right? We have to make sure that our mouths are always running, or at least they are in our head.
I'm just not going to say anything out loud for the rest of the cast. Oh, Grobo on TA too. That's such a nice item. Are we going to see a Scepter on this Tusk? He has the blink. No other items showing. He's just going to go Scepter, trying to get that TA out of position.
I think he should go Scepter since he's, since they're a little bit behind. Wants to make sure that he's able to be very effective with the time that he has. So foregoing upgraded boots, going to a Scepter could be his calling.
Big talking point for you has been Vision. If we look at Vision, Dire playing very passively with their Vision, protecting that triangle mostly, and mid tower that's now gone. Radiant with that offensive Roche Vision as they go in, playing away from the Vision, jumping in. They are going to be able to get the Tusk thanks to the decay, and they do get the Tiny out. What a TP out as Arms is here now, and it looks like Weaver's going to be the next one to go. Do they have a stun skewer in time? Risking his body, skewering the blade mail. Didn't do enough damage to kill him, but they get the spec. What a kill. Perfect timing there from Muzi, arriving with that skewer to stop the spec from TPing away, and that is a big 4-0 kill. That is a 9k net worth lead now, 22 minutes into this game.
22 minutes into the game, 30 kills. That means that they're doing more than 1 kill a minute. I mean, you can go ahead and do the math at home. I don't have that type of math skills, but I know that's more than 1 kill a minute.
That's quick enough maths for me right there. I don't need to know the exact number. I just need to know greater than 1.
Rock on.
RP is up. They have their blinks ready to go. Their positioning is key. They're going to get a pick off here if somebody steps up too far. Not with Tiny, but they need to be a little careful here as bugs come out. Everything is used. Spec is going to use the ultimate. No Radiance to do some damage, but does have the blade mail. He's going to go in on to Muzi. Muzi going to skewer out. There's no Ice Shard to lock him in. Muzi steps in for the RP. They might look for a turn here. Big hit from Arms. Zor able to get off the time lapse, and Tiny not going to be able to catch anything, but Arms is still just here hitting. BKB used. Tiny's going to be able to get out. There's a lot of low HP heroes on the side of the Radiant, but not the one that matters. Arms, full HP, full mana, and the BKB still. Aggressive RP there.
Ultimately, what I'm seeing is that they allowed the team, GRIN to get very, very comfortable and very, very tanky. And they do have 4 heroes that are really tanky if you allow them to be. The only hero that they can pretty much get rid of is Rubik. They can definitely catch TA, as we saw earlier, off guard if she doesn't have her shield up.
Tusk looking for a steal on the Aegis potentially. He gets in. Radiant gets it, and Tusk is the one that gets the Aegis. Looks like Undying is going to fall here, but they might kill Zor as well. Silence is used. Zor is going to go down. Undying still alive, able to get Tusk's stealing the Aegis, able to kill him, and now everybody else is going to go down as well. So they snatch the Aegis, but then still lose it immediately. Plus 3 more kills. 3 more. They kill 3 more people. I don't know how I wanted to say that, but
that sounds absolutely correct to me.
Yeah, good enough, right? And yeah, they're gonna push high ground now. 25 minutes into the game, they said, "I don't need the Aegis. We just wanted that free shard." Did they get the shard actually?
Tiny did.
Rubik has a shard. Did he buy it?
TA has the shard.
TA already had the shard. Tusk already had the shard. So Rubik had to have grabbed it because everybody else had their shard already, I'm pretty sure. Instant replay. Where is it? Look at this farming. Not having the BKB in the item, but instead going with the Blitz Knuckles. Farming efficiency. 13k net worth lead now. Mid-Rax is down. They still haven't even touched bottom lane. I mean, the tower itself is going down because of creeps and everything, but they aren't paying attention to bottom lane. Oh my god, Tusk almost got caught.
We're also seeing that it's only 26 minutes. They've increased their kill score to 34.
Quick math says they are killing a lot. They almost have a net worth lead that's the same amount of kills that RIA has. That would classify as a Gaben level shellacking so far. Shout out Suns fan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spec. Oh, they didn't find Spec. That was real close. Just out of vision. Thank God it was nighttime or Spec was dead. Weaver putting in work, though. Getting a free tier 2. That drops the net worth lead down to 11k, probably borderline 12k. TA looking to go, where's she going? Oh, Silver Edge. Yeah, that'll deal with Spectre, that's for sure.
Tiny's going for his scepter.
Oh, I love that scepter. It's so good.
Yes.
You get that Echo Daedalus. Ooh.
Like I said before, they're playing with their comfortable items. So we got Guardian Greaves on Magnus, and he's just helping. There he goes with Empower, helping everybody and aid everybody.
Zor might be in some trouble here. Oh, misses the skewer. Doesn't want to use the RP right away. Goes for the skewer play instead. They'll still hunting. They're going to see that the creep neutral camp just dies, so he knows they're still here farming. Rada Atos almost Gleipnir finished on Zor. Not sure how much that actually helps, but it's an item. It is indeed an item.
It's going to be very interesting how they're going to pump up their...
Oh, who's dying? Nobody's dying.
Impromptu silence. I guess he was just warning them. We've already taken tier 3 mid tower and Rax. So, don't know why that silence came out so quickly.
He canceled the RP. He didn't go with it. Canceled the RP. Weaver's gonna get away, but they still do have the RP to use. Nice heads up play, being ready to cancel that RP. Or he was gonna cancel it anyway, and Weaver was gonna live because he didn't cancel it. But doesn't matter. They still find him. And that is a lot of damage coming out. Mindbreaker on the Tiny. Going to silence him up, and Weaver's dead.
Vision. Just absolute vision.
Meanwhile, Spec with what I think, I'll get to it in a second, as Tusk is going to go down. We get a horn toss. Silencer goes down as well. I think it is the biggest BS ability item combo. Spec using Scepter to haunt, pressing Manta, and then haunting back to his original safe location as his Manta illusions just kill things. So stupid. So stupid. Meanwhile, though, TA almost 10k up on the Spectre. And the second set of racks is going down. Zor's just trying to find farm. Rem's trying to find farm. Where is Zor? Zor's back in the base now. Still no Glype here. Alright. Well, now there's only one lane left to get. 2 minutes until Roche may respawn. And 17k net worth lead. Only 17 kills for RIA. 18k now. There's now more of a net worth lead than kills. Oh, bugs miss, and dear God, they are shredded. Tusk and Weaver get absolutely eradicated. Spectre is able to find Rubik on the back line, but I don't even think they care.
They go mid.
Ah, they go for the Magus. Mr. Clean in the chat. What's up, buddy? Sorry, on delay, so I can't actively talk with you. I think I'm on delay still anyway. Should be. If I lose connection to the stream, it shouldn't magically catch up to live. Limit, hello. You'll see that in 5 minutes.
You love that delay, huh?
This is the only time I cast out of lobby and not from Dota TV. Is TD2O. Rubik. I love Rubik's Shard. Also a BS ability, but it's a fun one at least. So how does RIA come back into this game? Down 20k at 32 minutes. 1 racks left.
I think they're playing exactly what they're supposed to be playing at this point. What they need to do is they need to secure some sort of zone where they can farm. Definitely Weaver can farm wherever, but Weaver can't carry the team as an Axe maybe, or
Uh-oh. 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 Okay, he gets out. Gets out.
They need to. I think they really need to secure their farm section, or at least get something where they can get their items. I noticed that RIA took a heavy lead or a fast lead in the first match, but I didn't think that they were playing around their items as much as GRIN is. And as you can see, playing around their items and making sure that your farmer is farming is very, very important when it comes to utilizing the time that you're granted, right?
Is there enough time that can be granted to utilize items that they may get in the future? We see a Basher coming out on spec. I don't know how much that will actually help. I think he should probably just go straight for that Scotty, but as they find him, Rubik does running around in Chikuchi. This isn't good. TA's coming over as well. They get the lift off. TA's going to be here. Are they going to be able to do enough damage to kill? No, Spec's able to TP out, but Zeus might be in some trouble now. Oh, Muzi misses the initial damage. Undying pays for it. Rubik goes down as well to the spec, and Muzi's going to go down. There's some slight throws coming out here. Tiny's in deep in the back line. I don't know. He just... Oh, Weaver got time lapse off. I was going to say, I thought I saw someone die, and TA pops a BKB, and now they're just going to fight. Tombstone is popped. Tiny in some trouble, very low on health, going down. We see just the net worth being cut down by this fight. Roche will be up too. Arms trying to get away. He's popping the bugs, doing what he can, and he's able to blink away for now. Let's see if they continue to chase and find him. They see him. They get the Gleipnir off. They get the Zeus, and TA is going to go down as well. Net worth lead goes down 17,000. Roche is coming up, and they're going to be able to clear some waves and clear some towers here with Zor.
I think he's utilizing the Gleipnir simply to make sure that they can't blink away, right? You want to make sure that you're getting an item that's going to kill. This blinking in and this blinking out for heroes can be disrupted by the Gleipnir ultimate.
Refresher on Roche, probably going to go to Zeus. He doesn't have he does have Nimbus, so yeah, that's probably going to go to Roche or Zeus. Jesus Christ. Aegis actually goes to the Weaver. Spec thinking he's tanking enough. Zor has historically been the one to be getting caught out this game. Run, little Rubik, run. Oh.
There's the spec, or there's the scepter on Tusk.
Tiny with a Hex, getting a kill on Zeus in the top lane. There's no Lincolns on Weaver, so if Tiny can catch Weaver with this Hex, Weaver probably dies. Does have the Aegis, though. Refresher actually on Silencer. They opt, maybe just because Zeus is dead. Tusk is going to go down. Spec coming in to try to help, and he's just going to get right back out as Tusk goes down. Maybe since Zeus is dead, they're opting for the chance of a double global. And if Zeus is up, they'll give it to him again. But as of right now, Silencer holding on to that refresher shard. Scotty Abyssal Nullifier on Spec queued up. Trying to get rid of that Glimmer Cape, trying to stop those 4 staffs, the Lotus Orb. I don't think... do you purge Lotus Orb off?
That all depends. It looks like they're working really well with their items as of now. So GRIN can definitely take advantage of what they have. But when I say working well with their items, they're very... they have good timing when it comes to their items as well. They don't misuse them.
3-man smoke finds the Undying, not the one they want to find. Are going to get a kill on Rubik, and it looks like they're going to kill the Undying as well, as the rest of the team just runs away, and they're going to let the supports go down. If they were a little more grouped, the Undying's not the one you want to go on, but with them so far spread out, they are able to kill the Undying with no collateral damage. 10K net worth lead now. 38 minutes in the game. 43-25. GRIN Esports leads.
As they always say, this spec is not something to fool with.
Arms finds them, gets the Hex off, and they are going to get the Aegis popped at least. Global Silence was used. They're going in now. The Hex coming out from the Tiny. You got the ultimate. That second global coming out. BKB pop. Moosey's in. They still have the spec under control. They're going to kill the spec. They look for more here as they're jumping in. Moosey's going to go down. TA, BKB, and just man fighting through. Going to kill the Tusk. And the second Hex comes out from Tiny. They're going to kill the Weaver. Is Zeus. Zeus will be able to TP out. Tusk is going to have to buy back that second... the double Hex, I should say, on TA and Tiny, just locking them down and not able to do anything. Talk about using items correctly. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. And ultimately, they lost their vision because Weaver lost his gem as you can see, was dropped and picked up by Rubric.
TA just... did he get those items from the same creep? Or did he kill with side blades? One attack and 2 items drop, so...
That's possible. You know that for sure.
Just GRIN confirmed cheaters right now, or hacking the game? Hex comes out, Skewer Tusk. That is a dieback on Tusk as we check the buyback status here of everybody. And Weaver and Silencer have the buyback as they're going in. They find the Zeus hexed up. He's able to jump over the shards. Weaver's still dead for another 15 seconds. Spec is coming back now, but I don't know how much Spec does without the rest of the team. He's going to go in for the Rubik. He has it out for this Rubik, I tell you what. He's not able to get the kill this time as TA is going to get Megas. They go in aggressively here. Tiny jumping in. They're looking for a kill on Zeus. Spectre's going to pop his Haunt. Looking for a kill. They kill the Silencer. Tusk is still dead. They're looking for more. Weaver runs right into the Tiny's arms and gets tossed up, but is able to get the time lapse up. They're going to lock down the Tiny for now. Tiny is going to go down. Arms is in the backline, though, just shredding away the damage onto the Spectre. No BKB. He does have the Lotus Orb to get rid of the Spear Vessel, and he is in some trouble, though. Locking him down for now. Magnus is in. Still has the RP to use if he needs it. TA might be in some trouble. Fine for now. They still have the RP. If they overextend here on a chase, they might RP and just end this game, but it looks like they're going to pull back and try to clear up their base.
They have to, with the Megas being out. It's part of the game.
Megas officially out. Next wave, right? Yep. Next wave coming in is the Megas. Spec dead for 42. No buyback. No buyback on the Tusk or Silencer as they are on cooldown. Weaver and Zeus do have buyback, however. Roche may respawn in 2 minutes.
Also, Tiny has buyback, but he's not using it.
Yeah, if he had bots, I think I'd probably use it, but he does have enough to buy bots. If he wants to buy back bots, he could have. Going for the, what is it, Octarine Core instead.
Yeah.
They're in control of the game. 20k net worth lead, 42 minutes in the game, mega creeps, so they do have pretty good control of this game.
And he also has the sheep stick, so he's doing really well with like I said before, utilizing his items. Or the team is good at utilizing their items, and it looks like that's the difference between a championship team and one that just competes.
Solar Crest on Undying. I thought this item was dead. I'd be willing to bet it's bought in like 10% of games.
I think ultimately you don't have enough time to be focusing on the Solar Crest.
See ya. They did have to use RP for that in one of the hexes, but Hex is going to be back off cooldown. RP will not be, but that is deadly. He does have buyback if they try to push up and press their luck. Roche will be, or may respawn in 30 seconds.
I think what actually happened there, and what we have to watch really closely is that they forgot that Rubric has the Gem of True Sight, or Weaver forgot.
Spec going in. They're killing Undying. Undying forgetting that he can actually die. Arms is in as well. Weaver did have to commit the buyback, and it looks like they might potentially just go back. Rubik is getting deep in Shikuchi, thinking he can play safe, and he does for now. TA jumping back in with a big hex, just eradicate Zeus. Zeus does not have buyback. And Spectre's back in. Tiny getting locked down for now. There is no RP. Tiny and Magnus are just naturally tanky boys, though. They have trouble bringing them down, but they do kill the Rubik. Gem is on the dirt, pinging it out, but they kind of need to just get out here. They're not too worried about it. Actually, Tiny's going to go in with the Hex. They do have the double Hex up. They toss. Weaver is dead. There's no buybacks. It is just Spec and Silencer, and it's Jed disconnects from the game, and they call GG. That is the ball game. That was a weird little lag thing I had too.
Because they ultimately allowed the Megas to take down the base with without even noticing it. So.
Yep. GG's. What a series. You go from RIA dominating for the most part. It wasn't really a full domination. The first 15 minutes was even, but after that, they just completely snowball. Game 1. And then game 2, GRIN turns around and does it. And then this game looks like it was going to be an absolute stomp. RIA was able to fight back for a little bit, but ultimately GRIN not going to give up their lead. This TA finishing 24-12.
Jeez.
A lot of kills. Damage dealt, 45,000 damage for the TA, 47,000 for the Tiny. It was virtually just a two-man wreck show as they were just blinking, hexing everyone, and shredding.
Last two picks for GRIN were very confusing, but very important to them.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, we didn't really see how they were going to really do with anything or how they're going to make it work, but apparently they're just going to all get blinks and then just shred because they are all squishy heroes besides Spectre.
Yeah, and then ultimately we got to give it up for Zor for trying to lead his team to battle. Yet he just couldn't get that support that GRIN gave their cores after the disappointing first loss. I don't know what happened with RIA Eminence this match when it came to the support, because they had really early support with Sky, but then after a while GRIN just kind of said, "Oh, we playing a support game," and they just wrapped their fingers around it and went ahead and choked them out.
Yeah, just all around, just a great team play, very organized, bounce back. We talked after the game 1, actually, we literally talked about how in TD2L especially, it seems like whoever wins the first game seems to usually win the series, as it's usually a whole lot of 2-0s, whether it's just composure of the team or what, but usually after that first win, especially a convincing one as we saw, most teams don't bounce back from that, and GRIN bounced back in stride and just came and dominated 2 straight games to make the semifinals.
And that's how it works. You always, you get knocked down, but it's how you get back up.
Oh, yeah. Rocky Balboa. Well, DaamaeDaass, that was a great series. We're going to have to pass it along to the semifinals. They're probably going to want a little bit of a break, but I believe they're ready for the semifinals. Do you have any last words for the stream?
No, all I got to say is, everybody, it was a wonderful time. Remember to stand up and stretch and keep playing Dota 2. Greatest game out there.
Okay, so we are going to try to... I don't remember if I'm doing that right. We are going to raid. I assume he's online. We're going to raid Plupo. He should be having this series next, GRIN Esports, whoever won that game. So we're going to raid him and send you guys over to them. Catch you next time. Thank you all for watching, anybody that watches the VOD. And yeah, we'll see you next time.